don't even. That song, guys, when it happens in Michigan, you'll know because I'll just come out of the woodwork.
It's on the list.
If you can't find me, just play Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody, and I'll
will appear.
out of nowhere.
I would like to point out, it's the first time that I've actually been able to listen to the music rather than random EDM. So I'm going to talk about the music as much as I would like to. And if you have a problem with it, as per usual, at Biodomer on Instagram, and I will continue to ignore the message requests because I'm too busy listening to the playlist from All Stars 4.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which somebody did create a playlist for All Stars 4.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mark just shared it on Twitter, so.
Yeah, props, because we've been talking shit about doing it for a couple weeks, and I don't know if they listened to us and they called us on our shit. They're like, man, y'all slow as fuck. Y'all can't even get an episode out before the next one comes out. So fuck y'all, I'm making this playlist.
We weren't going to do that shit either way.
The flip side is we talked about it to give somebody else the idea to do it, so we didn't have to do it.
Yes.
Now we have to get someone out there who loves us so much to send Corrina and I tickets to go see this leg of the Eras tour.
Oh my God, that would be so funny.
Dude, she has changed so much on this second leg. I was like, I knew she had to add in Torture Poets Department though. Like there was no way, because everybody was like, oh no, she's going to give that its own tour. I was like, there's no way she's going to tour for a year, this whole year of 2024, and not sing any of those.
Mother.
Never.
Mother? How old is she?
Mother is mothering.
How old is she? Mother?
She's my age. Our age. She's 34.
Mother.
Okay, well, she could be a mother then.
Mother is mothering.
Mother feeds. Mother nurtures.
Not sister. You're just going to call somebody the same age as you, mother.
Guys, you are sounding slightly like a cult. Just saying.
It's fine. It's the best cult to be in. Come on in. The water's fine.
I've seen some Netflix documentaries that start out like this.
Guess who's bringing the Kool-Aid to Detroit?
It's me. Hi.
I'm the problem. It's me.
It's all right. I'll be honest. I drank 2 glasses of wine last night and I threw up this morning, but if you bring the Kool-Aid, I'll drink it anyway.
Oh, no.
And this time it was wine at a winery, not even my shitty wine.
Dang.
That's why it fucking caught you by surprise.
Yeah. Your body was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I can't hang anymore.
I'm glad I don't drink anymore.
You should ask Corrina about fucking wine slushies.
Shush.
Oh, I love wine slushies.
God damn it, Brick. Why you gotta tell my business like that?
Do you want me to add that to the pin board?
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna say it was the prettiest. Ahsoka, leave the light alone.
So all right.
Was it pretty colors?
So Rick's best friend, his name is also Josh, not this Josh, but a different Josh. We have a lot of Joshes in our life.
So many Joshes.
Because one of my best friends is named Josh, and then he has a best friend named Josh, and then we have our mutual best friend named Josh right here, Josh motherfucking Chambers. So happy you're here tonight, buddy.
Hey.
It makes the screen look good.
It does. It looks just like the Eras tour. Sorry, squirrel. I'll try to reel it in.
It's going to be impossible tonight. We're so hyped. But anyway, so Rick's best friend was having like his dirty 30 like birthday or whatever. And they did like this like party bus thing where like you went around to like a bunch of different wineries on this party bus, and like they had a couple limos and stuff. There was like 30 fucking people. It was insane. So we went to like 4 different wineries. I think at the second one is where we had lunch, and that's where I drank the wine Slurpee, and it was like this bright pink, right?
Oh,
got fucking wasted. Went to the third winery. We drank a little bit there, and we bought a bottle of wine there, like a really nice bottle of wine. It was like,
rule of thumb, don't buy wine from like your 3rd or 4th stop.
Yeah, it was like a $75 bottle of wine. It was very expensive, and it was very nice, very delicious. I was very excited to take it home. Okay. So then we get to the last place, the 4th place. And it's kind of this like, it's like a different kind of winery. Like they just have like these chairs sitting outside in a circle, and everybody's just sitting out in like a parking lot almost kind of thing. It was different, but it was so much fun. It was like a really relaxed vibe. And Rick was like, hey, fuck it. Go get that bottle of wine we bought from the last place and bring it. No. And I was like, all right, cool. So I go running back to the limo because it was in the limo in the ice chest. So I go running back to the limo, right? And I reach in the thing and I grab the bag and I go and I turn to like get out of the car. And as soon as I go and turn, because the bag was like sitting in water, it was wet. And so I heard the fucking, the bottle just fell straight through and shattered all over their fucking parking lot.
No.
I was so pissed. I was so pissed and I was so sad and I was crying and like Rick's laughing his ass off at me and he's like trying to tell me it's okay. It's okay. I'm like, right? Like just, it's not okay. I was so upset. And then, so from that, I'm drunk as fuck, by the way. So from that, somebody comes up and they're like, hey man, I'm so sorry. Do you want to hit this pen? Do you want to hit this weed pen, right? Yes. And I was like, fuck yeah, I want to hit that shit. I'm so sad right now. Hell yeah, I want to hit that. And for anybody out there that doesn't know, like wine and weed, especially like
it's the triple threat. Were you also smoking cigarettes?
Yes, I was because I do smoke cigarettes. So all three, and I did the pen after I was already fucking wasted off of wine. Okay. And I hadn't eaten that much that day either. So so we all took turns like switching out from the limo to the party bus because only like 12 or 15 people were allowed on the party bus and then the other ones were riding in the limo.
No, what happened was the fucking limo didn't have air conditioning.
Oh, that's what it was.
So we all piled on the party bus. We were like, no, we're not doing this. It's 100 degrees outside.
It was over 100 degrees out. That's right. So we all piled into the party bus for the ride home.
Oh God, so it's that hot too?
Yes.
Andrew, oh no, you poor honey. I want to throw up for you. Yes.
Yeah, this story is making me gag.
So we all jump into the party bus. There's like 25 people in this party bus, all just sitting on each other's laps pretty much and everything. And on the drive back home, there wasn't far from the winery to the house, but on the ride back home, in just enough time to finish the song, regulators came on in the party bus and everybody went fucking banana sandwich. Like we went wild. Everybody was standing up. The lights were going. We were fucking getting regulators, like just going, right? And then the bus pulls up right as the song is ending, pulls up to the side of like where we're being let out, which was at the first winery where all our cars were parked. They had told us from the very beginning, do not throw up on the bus because if anybody throws up on the bus, it's a $500 fee right out the gate. Okay. So I stand up and everybody's trying to get out the doors and all of a sudden I feel it. And I'm like, oh, fuck, don't throw up on the bus. Don't throw up on the bus. Don't throw up on the bus.
You can do it.
I literally get out of the bus. I step down the stairs. I take 2 steps across the sidewalk, fall into the grass and I turned it pink. It was like bright fucking pink.
It was fuchsia.
Yeah, you didn't puke on the bus.
I did not puke on the bus. I was so proud of myself. Then, so it gets better.
She wouldn't get off the fucking grass, though.
I wouldn't get off the grass. I passed out there. So
that's something I would do.
So then Rick goes and gets the car, and him and I don't know if anybody helped you, but somehow they got me into the back of the car.
It was me.
They didn't.
So he gets me back to the house, right? We get back to his buddy's house where we're staying, and we don't have a key, or they don't have the garage door opener. Nobody has any way into the house. Everything is back at the first winery where we just came from. So now Josh, his buddy Josh, and his wife Danielle have to go back to the first winery to get the other car, to get the garage door opener, whatever, right? So now I'm just fucking pissed. It's hot. I just threw up. I just want to go inside and fall asleep. And I don't know.
She literally found a place in the shade.
I found a little spot in the shade by the front porch on the concrete, not even the grass. I chose the fucking concrete. And I laid there and I napped until they got back. And then I walked inside and I went and I found a bed and I passed the fuck out for like 2 hours. And then I woke up later to the smell of barbecue. It was the most amazing thing ever. But
you didn't know. That's a different time. You did not wake up.
I did. You woke me up.
I woke you up. It got you in bed. You took 2 bites, drank some water, laid back down, and slept till 9 in the morning the next day.
Did I really?
Yes. You literally slept for 18 hours.
I'm mixing up multiple parties at Josh's house, apparently.
She's blocked it out.
That glass never happened.
No.
Yeah.
And I lost that bottle. Dude, I still don't forgive myself for that because I wanted that bottle so bad.
R.I.P. to that bottle.
That was a lot of responsibilities.
That was pre-Luke, right? Yeah, that was pre-Luke.
That was way before Luke.
That was before we even lived together.
Yeah.
Like,
the good old days. Back when we were young.
Welcome to our crazy weird lives. I didn't get to tell a funny drunk story from last week because I remember you were talking about
my buddy ran down
whatever
the
it is. Well, what's the place called? Oh, Dog Valley.
Dog Valley.
But I couldn't remember the place that I used to party at, and then I randomly remembered it while I was editing. It was the Moon Rocks is where we used to always go.
Yeah. Whoa, that sounds dangerous.
Sounds majestic.
The middle of the fucking desert.
It sounds cooler than it is. It's not
a bunch of rocks in the middle of the fucking desert. Yeah. That's all it is. Don't get it twisted.
And like some little hills that kind of look like dunes kind of thing. So they're like moon rocks, and that's just. But they're not even real like dunes. It's literally almost like whoops on a fucking dirt bike track, just a little bigger. Like but we never got caught out there.
Nobody wanted to come out there.
I did get lit on fire out there though.
Oh my God.
That was pretty crazy. That's a story for another day. Yeah.
Okay, we'll put that one on the pin board.
I still have the jacket I was wearing when I got lit on fire.
That's what smells. It's like a fucking Traeger in our room, and I couldn't figure out why.
It was like over 20, not over 20. It was like 18 years ago. Shout out.
Dude, I don't like it when we say numbers like that ago.
Just be happy you don't have a kid in 7th grade that tells you he did research in the late 1900s.
Oh,
what does that mean?
1995.
I've got clients who have little ones that like to remind me how old I am. So
we are from the late 1900s, Alexis. We're from there.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, like that's, and I thought about, I was like, hold the fuck up. That's how I refer to the 1800s.
Somebody hold the fucking phone.
Like this. Hello?
You guys gave me so much shit about that, but like nobody held the fucking receiver of a phone like this.
No,
it was like this. So, fuck off.
I'll never forget it. That's so funny.
But you know what?
BBL DRRRIIIZZZAAAYYY. Dude, people are popping off to this beat, to this BBL Drizzy beat that Metro Boomin put out. And what's crazy about it is
I don't even know the words you just said.
I'm going to be honest. It's going to be like one of the biggest, like if you scroll enough on Instagram, you're going to hear it. And it's going to be one of the biggest songs this year. It's just so fucking catchy, and it's all about a man's ass.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's it.
For once, it's not about women's asses.
I just find it so funny that Drake was like, told him to get back to making drums, and he was like, "Oh, you want some drums? Here you go."
Made the best beat of 2024.
Yeah, just fucking made this dope ass beat with these sick ass drums, and then overlaid it with BBL DRRRIIZZZAAAYYY. Like, that is the most petty shit ever. That's so petty.
Tony doesn't know this, but like, all of our fucking songs for our stories is going to be BBL DRRRIIZZZAAAYYY for the next fucking 10 weeks. And guess who's getting tagged in every one of them?
That's fine. I just get tagged in it and then I share it. I don't listen to the music.
BBL DRRRIIZZZAAAYYY. I'm telling you.
I bought Limp Bizkit tickets this week. Pretty fucking pumped.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Slipknot tickets.
Very nice.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh. Cool.
And Alanis Morissette. Well,
Canadian content.
In my city, we not only have movie theaters close by, but we also have music venues.
Well, is Taylor coming to you?
She would be coming to downtown Indianapolis, but possibly I feel like she was here on the last one. But so we live really close to a music venue, and they had $25 week this week. So you basically wait and you buy them all at this time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Smart
That's
move.
awesome, dude.
Yeah. But the website crashed and everyone was fucking pissed at Live Nation, but eventually it got through.
I get to every day witness a concert of Corrina and Luke singing Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
so
I bet.
It's glorious.
My husband's get to witness that his whole life if it makes you feel any better.
By the way, I have a funny
Kindred
little
spirits.
I have a funny little story for you, Katie, that you will find
Taylor
hilarious.
Swift, I'm muting you guys.
It is Taylor Swift related.
Christ.
You brought it up. So
I can't really. Rick and you guys are so tiny on my screen because there's so many of us that I can't get the full gauge on his, like, if he's actually pissed or if he's just like slightly irritated.
It's slightly right now.
In the slightly irritated stage. We're still safe right now. I can feel the vibes. All right, we're good. I'll make sure we move on when we need to.
I'm just texting Tony, so it's okay.
Anyway, oh my God. So anyway, the other night I went and I picked up my 13-year-old from his dad's house, and then like on our drive home, I was like, it's quiet time because I'm listening to music right now, and I'm like super in the music mood. So quiet time on the way home, and so I had, Torture Poets Department on repeat, and the title track. Yeah, naturally. I just had it running through the, shuffle, or not repeat, but like shuffle through the track or whatever, or through the album. And the title track, Tortured Poets Department, comes on. And like, for anyone who doesn't know, like the first opening lines is she says, "You left your typewriter at my apartment." And my 13-year-old, he turns to me and he goes, "What kind of person uses a typewriter, Mom?" I was like,
you're like, well, if you'd shut up, that's the next line.
Shut the fuck up. That's what she about to say. She about to say that. Just be quiet.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I figured you would like that. He was like, who uses typewriters? Like, what kind of person uses typewriters these days, Mom? I was like...
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Oh, next week we got Alex.
Yay.
Dang, No, okay, I've missed him twice, but I guess I did talk to him once, but fuck.
Oh, that's right, because you're not going to be able to make it like next week. Oh, dang.
Yes, next week is like the biggest festival in my city called the Peony Festival. The peony is our state flower. So they have this big festival, and I'm doing balloons for it, and it's like a huge honor, but I have to be there at 6 a.m.
What? No way. Are you fucking kidding?
That's so cool.
That's amazing, though, that you get to do that.
I also have 4 other ones, so it's pretty fucking intense that weekend.
Oh my God, dude.
I'm so glad I didn't open my mouth right away.
Why?
Because when she said peonies, I did not think of flower.
You're a child.
I actually thought it was a dog at first. I was like, isn't there an R in there somewhere?
I'm not a dog person.
No, it's a K. Pekingese.
There we go. Thank you.
We have zero room. We have zero room to make fun of anybody's festivals when we literally have a fucking duck race in our river every goddamn year. Okay? A fucking rubber duck race.
That sounds amazing.
We do too.
Yeah, that's really good for the environment, especially when they don't catch them all.
No,
you find one from like 1998.
Yeah, they don't. Like they just.
I think you mean the late 1900s, right?
Yes.
We're adding spirit fingers in tonight, guys, okay?
That's why I do that. Bring It On is in my top favorite movies, guys. Bring It On, Drumline, 8 Mile.
You're going to pump our gas someday.
Drumline is so good.
Wow. Like, if you put your movies together, you would have like a battle rap happening with Nick and Eminem.
Okay, no, we have to get into the challenge, guys.
My favorite show of all time is the challenge.
We have to talk about the best show ever, okay? The challenge.
Did my camera follow me all the way?
It's doing stuff.
Did it pan over to my door and you guys watch me leave the room like that Google thing?
I don't think so. I didn't even notice.
That's exactly how I walk, Alexis. Like Corrina just watches me from in the hall. I'm like, I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
Can confirm.
Okay. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers, girls.
Cheers.
We have our first little girls' night.
With boys. I guess they're allowed today.
They're allowed.
I mean, I'll take off. I don't mind. You guys can do your thing.
You guys do not want to leave this to us.
This could be your episode if you want it.
Dude, you guys can't leave me here with Corrina and Katie.
You're the one that has to edit it.
We can bow
out. Not yet. I have a lot of learning to do.
Like one of these nights we should, or like one of these times we should do something like that where like 1 week, like it's just the girls recapping and then the next week it's just the guys recapping.
No one will listen to us.
And then we can let the fans vote. True. We can let the listeners vote on
you just want people to vote for you. It's the same thing when we did Who's Your Favorite Host?
Corrina is the CT of the podcast.
No,
I think you're maybe the only one other than my wife.
We've literally played this game three times.
I always win.
And it's literally like 80% Corrina, and then somehow all of us get an equal like percentage.
5-6%.
It's like the fans know while they're voting.
Yeah, it's like, you've got 6.7%. Like how the fuck?
Me over here sending like the people who voted for like Rick or Tony or Josh. Like I just sent them like. What? Why? What did I do wrong?
What's wrong with me?
What did I do? Just kidding. No, I didn't. I didn't do that.
How dare you write to 3 people on my behalf?
One of them was me, Tony.
Yeah, the other one was Alexis, and the third person was my wife.
Oh fuck! All of my fucking voters were like those random like spam porn sites. Like they like all my stories. I'm like, you guys are the fucking best. Thanks.
They were like the girl, or they were like the girls who would like end up writing in, and they're like, Rick has a really sexy voice on the podcast. I'm like, we're fucking married. Who the fuck are you? Like, do you want to fight?
Who runs this shit?
Do you want to see my fighting skills?
Blocked.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Rick, give me your phone.
I'm telling you, it's still the spam accounts. Yeah. I never hear about those messages.
No, because they get fucking. Yeah. Why do you?
No, I just want to hear what your response to them is. I don't give a fuck about their actual message. I just want to hear what you say back.
Use your imagination. I mean.
You're going to have to put a little thought bubble in for Rick for that one.
It's just a bunch of fucking expletives.
Yeah, it's not nice. It's not pretty.
We're going to need a GoFundMe for her bail money.
Yeah.
You can ask every one of us guys, like, we get compliments so far and few in between that when we do get them, it's like we hold on to them for like years, or I don't believe it. It's one of the two.
I have to be told that somebody gave me a compliment.
That wasn't real.
Like some girl when I was 13 told me I had nice hands, and I've held on to that my whole fucking life.
You do have nice hands.
You're like, I have nice hands.
Maybe you should be a hand model.
Are you going to go Steve on us?
Mm-hmm.
You should be a hand job model.
I've got the experience. Look, that was low-hanging fruit, and I just grabbed it. You see what I'm doing there? I'm grabbing the fruit.
Let's see your hands.
Rick's first commercial, he's going to do this.
By the way, I got somebody with that joke earlier in the.
Why are you still in my joke?
I got somebody with that joke earlier in the challenge fans group on Facebook, and having that joke and that conversation having that joke actually led to a little bit of a conversation between me and this guy, and he said he was going to check out the podcast. So shouts out to Jesus if you're listening. Hand job model. Now you get the reference.
Yeah, exactly. Well, since we're doing shout outs, shout out to Sarah Brown,
yes.
Kelly Gonzalez,
dude,
and CJ Grant as well on Instagram.
You guys are fucking amazing. Yeah. Like literally, honestly, Sarah, that post that you put in our Challenge Fandom podcast group on Facebook, my heart, man.
It's so nice.
My heart grew 3 sizes, like it literally. So thank you so much. That was so sweet. And Kelly, all the sweet things that you said.
Doctor.
What?
Because your heart grew 3 sizes. Like that's a dangerous condition.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Should not go unchecked.
Look, we already know I got okay.
Unless it was 3 times too small and it grew to normal, then that's different.
That's
okay.
what happened.
Oh, you're back to okay.
There you go.
No,
but
they
no,
did
major
say some really sweet things.
Yeah, major shouts to you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. You guys support the podcast so much, and like just the love you guys show us. It's amazing. So we love you guys. Thank you so much.
Like I said on I think to every single person that ever says this, like, I'm still surprised people even listen to us because I don't like listening to us. But no, kudos to you guys. And you know what? This episode's for you. If it's shit, sorry, but we'll do our best.
After our 42-minute intro.
Yeah, if it's shit, next week's episode's for you.
Yeah. Or whatever. Next time we have a good interview, that's for you.
It's for you. Yeah. We have a good one.
Speaking of, what happened to our special guest?
Oh, he'll be on next week because Sunday's Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
We didn't really realize that when
Alexis just had the most dramatic exit I have ever seen on the podcast.
Did she really?
Alexis, come back.
No, but she moved and the camera fucking followed her the whole way. It was so glorious.
That's funny.
And then the camera lost interest and then came back.
Yeah. She's back.
I fucking love this camera so much.
Oh my God, yes. That's amazing.
You can't hide from us.
Oh, God. Hey, you know what? Shout out
Rick wants one of those. I can tell.
Get yourself an iPad.
You know what? Shout out to us. Look at all this Challenge Fandom podcast gear we got. Go check out the merch line. Yeah.
Oh, I'm naked today. I'm not wearing it today. I'm sorry.
That's okay, Katie. I'm not either.
Wow.
Well, you know what?
Wow.
You did last week.
I did actually think about it, and then Sarah was already in bed asleep, and I did not want to open a bunch of drawers and try to figure out where my shirt was.
That's kind of you.
That's my favorite thing to do to Corrina in the morning when she's asleep.
I don't hear anything. I don't hear a single thing.
I don't have a death wish, so I let her sleep.
That's fair.
I don't hear a fucking thing. Like, I don't hear you get out of bed. I don't hear the shower. I don't hear you get ready. I don't hear you leave. I hear literally nothing.
You don't even know that I say goodbye to you.
No, most mornings I do not.
I sometimes remember when my husband says goodbye. Sometimes. It's like 80-20 though. I'll let you decide which.
Is that just in general or in the mornings?
And just in the morning.
Oh, okay. I was like, that too is a medical condition.
In the afternoon and evening, it's like 60-40.
Yeah. All right, guys. Look, as much as I love this, we got to do this.
We've got to start.
We do. Goodness gracious, get it together. He can't wait for Michigan.
That was good.
He can't wait.
What are they going to do with us? Like, they, as in these thems.
They don't
These
know.
other people. What are they going to do when we all, us three, get into the same fucking room together?
We're going to go watch Con Air.
They're going to end up going to your hotel room and we're going to take over the house.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's going to end up.
I'm going to go watch Frozen.
No, I will watch Frozen 2. I will not watch Frozen.
Just let it go, Tony.
No, it's terrible. Frozen is not. No, Frozen's not good. Frozen 2 is good.
Tony, stop.
We're not going to have time to watch movies.
Taking shots. No, we're not going to have time for movies.
We have time to watch the Eras Tour.
Part 2, if it's out.
Welcome to the Challenge Fandom Podcast,
where we don't like Frozen.
You guys just missed 45 minutes of Taylor Swift talk, but we're starting the show now.
Nah, you probably heard it.
Yeah, they probably did. Sorry. You probably caught about 20 minutes of it, but it's been 45.
You got 20 minutes of Taylor Swift because everything else got cut. No,
Corrina will save all of the Taylor Swift as outtakes, and she'll just post them all sporadically on social media.
Like our intro is just going to be the Eras tour.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
It's been a long time coming, but all right, we're done.
I was talking to my friend Brittany, who listens to us, and she was like, I was telling her that it was like a 45-minute intro, and she was like, "Yeah, I figured it got cut because at one point you said that it was 35 minutes." And it was only like 20 minutes. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, no, I definitely cut it. I figured people would put that together.
Well, and then she was saying, like, she was talking about it the first day that she was listening to it. And then the next day she came back with like talk about it more. And she said because it's 2 hours, it takes longer to listen to. I was like, yeah, how do you think we feel? It takes us 4 hours to make a 2-hour podcast. So shout out to Brittany for listening to our podcast.
Look, we love you so much, Brittany. I really do like her a lot.
We've really refined our process because it used to be 5 hours to make a 2-hour podcast. So look, we're really bringing in the hot takes and cutting a lot of that shit so we don't get canceled.
I can't even see right now.
I'm going to use that for my advantage later.
He's going to eat all the cookies.
Play fucking video games. She's gonna have no clue. But you know what? I'm not going to do that because instead I'm going to talk about All Stars 4, episode 6, Karma Maria.
Yeah. Karma Maria.
Karma, chameleon. Sorry.
Karma is a cat purring in my lap because it loves me. All right. Anyway, sorry.
I think maybe the reason why Cara's writing so hard on all these little puns is because they're doing it to her.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They're making it about her. And she's like, fuck yeah.
Also, why was it Karma Maria? Like, there's a couple reasons it could have been. So the whole time I was waiting for something to happen. Like, what's the karma?
It's because the two people.
It's because, the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's because if you have a star, you're a Stargate.
Yeah.
Right.
Stupid. That was stupid.
No, it wasn't.
Stupid.
That was
I didn't create it.
I know you did.
So why are you insulting me?
I'm not trying. Did I say you're stupid or did I say?
You just looked at me and you're like, that's stupid. Everything you think of is stupid.
Okay, hold up. Everybody on this meeting right now, did I turn and look at this man and say that was stupid? No, I did not.
Yes,
you did.
No, I did not. I guarantee you.
Run the tapes.
I got your back.
Run the tape. Run the tape. Stupid. That was stupid.
Stupid. That was stupid. Stupid. That was stupid.
That didn't happen.
It did not happen. Thank you. Run the fucking tape. I will show you guys.
First of all, I don't even know if you can see us, Alexis, was as much as your camera moves around. So your testimony's already disqualified.
Great. Oh my God.
I'm just glad I'm not on widescreen, so you can't see all these toys all over the floor behind me.
And
we have decorations of toys on the wall.
What are you trying to say, Alexis?
No. I mean the kid toys on the ground.
Josh is the only grown-up here.
Nice.
Look at how adult his place looks.
There's my Funko Pops.
Oh,
there you go.
are.
Nice. There we go.
You're the only adult here, Katie. You're the one with wallpaper and a skull behind you.
I like your little skull, though.
Thank you. I made it. Well, I didn't make the skull. I rhinestoned it.
No, she just killed a guy.
I made a skull. I've actually made 2.
I got it.
All right, we got to talk about the challenge.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so
I actually really like this intro. I'm going to be honest with Leroy doing it.
Oh my God, it was hilarious.
Yeah, thank you, Leroy.
It was funny.
Thank you for everything, Leroy. And also, he's probably so tired after picking that bag up so many times.
He said, let me do this again. Let me do it again.
He must have had like 38 takes.
What was my line?
They said, become an actor.
I like the part where you saw Cameron. She's like, damn, ain't she fine?
Ain't she fine?
Yeah, damn, she's fine. She don't have a star, but she fine.
I love him so much. No, this one, honestly, in my opinion, I still thought Steve's was funnier, but this, like, it's like right there. It's like 1A, 1B. You know what I mean? So I really liked Leroy's like recap of last week. It was really cool.
I have it as a solid number 2.
Yeah, like
you just wanted to say solid number 2.
I'm glad.
I'm
glad for you.
She was like, "Oh, okay."
I'm getting your jokes today.
Yeah, Katie's catching on quicker than I am. Jesus,
it's because I had that energy drink. I'm here.
Oh my God.
I should have had my monster, see?
Tony and Josh knew where that one was going right away.
As soon as Rick started talking after Corrina was done talking, I knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah, is he synergy?
Such a child.
Well, if we're gonna sing, Whitney Houston.
I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody.
Why is it just us? Nobody else is going to join in here. Come on.
You guys have good
We're not
harmony.
to the backup dancing part. Or
With
backup
Somebody who loves me.
Somebody who...
Yes. And go
That was
absolutely
fire.
fucking... I went feral when that song came on.
Me too.
Literally.
Feral.
I was so excited.
Good for you, Rick.
My dream job is actually to be an ad-libber in a 90s hip-hop cover band.
There you
I
go.
love
Like
that.
my alter ego dream job, just like a hype man.
There you
I love
go.
this for you.
So I would
Yes.
definitely hit the whoo and then like the
Okay, so when we're in Michigan,
Yes. We
You
got
know-
our
all right, let's
backups.
try test
Hype
run
girl.
right now. Somebody
By the way,
That's
I'm Rick
amazing.
Hayes. This is my beautiful wife, Corrina
oh
Hayes.
yeah,
We've got Alexis Tex. Woo! Rawson.
that's accurate. I'm a woo girl for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Now you are. We got Tony Stats and Info Lance. That's not just one person, but two. I'm stumbling, but I got this. We got Katie. Fucking bad blood for her. I was going to try to switch it up, but I
you fucked
couldn't
it
do it. I couldn't do it.
Tug Story.
I wasn't going to do it. We're just, it's stuck.
Bad
you just don't
blood,
want me
man.
to
Bad
sing
blood.
it to you again.
That's a hard one to.
Pass up.
Yeah.
But back from his sabbatical, we've got Josh motherfucking Chambers. And by sabbatical, I mean 1 week.
Sound effects, glitter, lightning, sparkles.
Sparkles for Josh. And Spear Fingers. What?
What about no more Easter eggs?
I don't know what we're going to do this week.
Look,
What are we going to do this week?
I don't know, but I may have partaked a little bit too much out there because I almost said eagle eggs for some reason.
Maybe I'll do eagle eggs.
Do you think you'll be able to find eagle eggs?
Eagle.
There's still a bunch of different types of bird eggs.
First of all,
I
if
don't know.
we're asking me in the wild, yes, I've seen a Rescuer Down Under's part 2. I can find those motherfuckers.
Oh, I love
Such
those
a good
movies.
Look at that.
Good.
But
Ugh.
anyways, back to what we're really here for, which is the challenge. The episode opens with Camroy celebrating, obviously Leroy winning. As sad it was to see Brandon go.
They're so cute, though. I fucking love Cam and Leroy. And
was
Their little
adorable.
dance.
Yeah.
yes, their little dance, just the support that they give to each other, the way that they understand each other. Like, honestly,
Goals.
and to me, this is like a big thing, right? Because I know that like a lot of people could look at the situation and be like, why didn't Leroy get a star for his lady, right? Why didn't Leroy get a star for his girl? But Leroy knows enough about Cam to know that she does not want to get a star that way. She wants to get it on her own. She does not want her man to get it for her and give it to her like, oh, poor you. That's not Cam. You know what I mean?
That's
so
probably one discussion that was had before this season is if there
when they found out how it ran, yeah.
I want to do it myself.
Yeah. You know, and I really respect that. And I respect that. Like Leroy, just because, you know, obviously they have a kid together and they're getting married. Like this is, you know, his life now. And, you know, Leroy reminds me of that type of man who wants to like protect and provide. And so I could imagine him wanting to get her star before he gets his own, but respecting her and the way that she you know what I mean? I just fucking love their relationship so much. The way they respect each other. The way they show appreciation and loyalty and just love to each other. It's so refreshing to see, especially in this type of environment.
Yes.
When we have,
especially on reality TV.
yes,
They're
exactly.
like not even annoying to watch. Like
No,
I don't even
they're
think
so
I've heard
cute.
or seen anybody complaining about Cameron Leroy being like
They better
shown
not
too
be.
much.
No,
They better
It's
not.
enjoyable.
it is.
Otherwise, you're going to have bad blood with Katie.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, motherfuckers.
See what I did there? So
It's a thug life, yo.
The next thing we get, I think, was kind of telling. It kind of gives us a heads up of where people are playing at, too, which is we get Cara and Ryan talking about how she has to try to keep Cam and Leroy out of elimination. So that way they don't come after her star. And it's like, I get you can make some moves, Cara, but
what was the point in that conversation? What was the point in even saying that? Was she just trying to give that idea around the house? Because I know I'm jumping ahead here, but the very first fucking thing she did is try to get Leroy thrown in.
It was just so hypocritical right off the bat.
Look, and I just want to start this episode off by saying I don't blame Cara for any of the moves that she made in this episode. It's what's best for her game, right? The only thing that upsets me is it's okay, you can make moves for what's best in your game, but you also then have to understand when other people do it, even if it's against you.
That's the thing. It's do as I say, not as I do with her.
Well, with two people in the house.
Right. Yeah. So, and again, it's not just a Cara thing. It goes for everybody, right? It applies to it applies to so many different challengers. But obviously this episode focuses a lot on Cara, so we will be talking a lot about Cara. I just don't want people out there thinking that I don't apply these same thoughts to everybody, because I'm just going to come out up front and say I do. And that's the issue that I'm having with Cara, with Cam, with that I have with multiple people that play this game, is that and I've said it before, alliances and friendships don't mix in this environment unless you have a solid conversation and a solid plan and a solid understanding, solid boundaries, all that fun stuff before you go in. But yeah, it was just, it just threw me off, especially watching the episode back, because I was like, what was the point of this conversation with Ryan? Was she maybe trying to get the word, plant the seed to get the word out to Cam and Leroy? Hey, in case she lost, hey, I'm not actually shooting at you. I just took a shot because you took a shot. We're even now. We don't have to do this. And because it just seemed like, what do you call it? When you do something ahead of time,
preemptive,
preemptive, right? She was she was laying the groundwork in case she lost that next daily challenge. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I mean, look, Cara has done arguably more seasons, I think, than anybody else in that house. So she's going to know how to navigate and how to plant seeds. Yes. And now, this as well as I do from watching the challenge, that not every seed planted becomes a plant, but some of them do. And those are the ones that you tend to and make work. I don't fault Cara for how she plays this. No. I fault Cara when she gets upset when other people play the same way.
That's
what I mean. Yeah.
But
yes.
That's regardless. It's not just Cara. I feel that way about tons of players.
It's the same thing that happened with Cam. And that's the thing. I know a lot of people have have a problem with not that people actually, you know what? A lot of our listeners have been actually really understanding with what we're saying about Cara. And I think that they're understanding that we're not Cara haters out here or anything. It's just, this is what it is. But yeah, I think that like you said, it's everybody, right? Because that was the issue we had with Cam on that first episode too, was that she was so upset with Cara for not playing her exact game.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. And
yes,
it wouldn't matter if my favorite did it. I would still be like, no, dude, you can't, because Johnny does it all the time. He gets mad at other people playing a strategic game. And it's just I love Johnny, but that's a horrible fucking way to play the game. Respect, different game moves no matter what.
Well, he just did it on what was the
World Championship.
Last one he was on, right? When and he went around the kitchen throwing a fucking fit.
Yeah, he threw a fit.
Full on temper tantrum, How
am I supposed to win if people keep throwing me in? You've answered your own questions, sir.
You're not, bro. You're not supposed to win.
I did like the part of this conversation with Ryan and Cara when Ryan's like, I'm just going to play both sides of this house. And
who had that on their bingo card, though?
No.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't know that Ryan was between them both.
Nope. Ryan playing both sides of the fucking house, two different sides of the house like that. It was never on my fucking beak. I never would have guessed that was what was going on. But then again, we haven't seen.
It makes a lot of sense to me.
It makes sense. And he's fucking brilliant. Ryan is really, really smart. And I really respect like the way that he's playing this game and the fact that he is playing both sides, but he's not playing both sides. I don't feel anyway in like a super sneaky game way, at least not yet.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So I do respect that part of it.
It reminded me of Ryan from Fresh Me 2 playing the Wes side and the Kenny Laurel side.
There you go. That is actually.
Look at you with your stats and info.
Well, it's because someone's got to step it up when she's drinking wine.
What? You didn't even know I was going to be drinking tonight. How did you?
I didn't either. Or I'll say maybe wouldn't have drank last night.
Maybe you guys should have checked the group chat then. Okay.
Stop trying to make that happen.
I mean, we literally said it like 3 hours ago, but yeah, maybe you should have checked the group chat. Okay. No, just kidding.
But to me, it makes sense. Like getting back to Ryan, it just makes sense. He's done it before. Yeah. And it's a smart, and once again, nobody can get mad because guess what? This is Ryan's probably best game move through this house.
Let me ask you guys a question. I want to know what you guys think. And, I also want to know what the listeners out there, what you guys think. So, comment down below if you're watching on YouTube, whatever, or send us a message if you're just listening. What do you think about that strategy of playing both sides of like an alliance like that, like two different alliances?
There's a difference between, for example, how he's doing it versus how Jay's doing it. So with Ryan's playing the middle. He's not playing one group against the other, and he's not trying to pull information from one side and then pull information from the other. His plan is basically to just go straight down the middle and not really piss off either side, which is very efficient in a game like this.
I feel like it's like CT style.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go. Smart.
Jay, on the other hand, and I'm actually a huge fan of Jay this season, but like he's with Cara and he's tight with Cara, but then he's also having like in-depth conversations with Cam and Leroy, whereas Ryan's sort of just getting the information and using it as he sees fit, versus Jay is like actively going to have those conversations. And that's where it's going to get way dicier for him than it will for Ryan.
Okay.
I can see that.
I see that.
I think like in a game like this where it just really matters which side you have a stronger alliance, because there is going to come a point where you can't ride the fence. Yeah. You're going to be forced to make a vote. And we see it happen all the time. We saw it in 39 with Olivia. She was riding that fence and she was forced to fucking make a vote.
Yes.
And it put her in a bad spot. And it's going to happen.
Yeah, won't take it too long.
You know what took me a while to figure out? What the fuck Steve was making in the yard.
Oh no, fuck that. Steve is a badass.
He has zip ties and duct tape with him at all times. I'm sorry, but Steve... What the fuck are you doing?
He specifically told you to leave your creepy comments to yourself.
Isn't that I listen to a lot of true crime, okay? Why are you carrying that shit around with you, bro? It don't look good.
Yeah, because he does too. He has to protect himself from
it. Don't look good.
This is how you know I have like a fucked up perception on people.
But bringing it to a challenge house, though.
How is he allowed to?
Have you met people in the challenge house? Some people need duct tape.
You can't even bring arts and crafts.
Some people do get duct taped on the challenge.
I'm just saying though, like, this to me is a sign as a challenger in the house. Don't piss off Steve. Like
because he can make a Bulgarian
I'm just
bag.
saying he walks around, he travels, with duct tape and fucking zip ties in a fucking foreign country. I ain't fucking with this dude.
I keep trash bags and lawn darts in my car too, just to fuck with people.
No, you don't.
Why you gotta say lawn darts?
Cannot confirm.
I have a Ouija board in my trunk.
What?
I didn't even hear what you said.
I have a Ouija board in my trunk. I don't want to bring it in my house.
So you travel with the devil?
Maybe.
Just put it in your husband's truck. Maybe it'll get stolen.
Oh, that's not funny.
It might though.
That's not funny though, man. You can't look. No.
Listen, no. Side note though, did you see
Rick?
I'm a habitual line stepper, yeah.
Man. Like, no, that's fucked up because that's happened to you guys way too many damn times.
Dude,
I would be out there with a fucking, what are those BB guns just ready to pop, just shoot that motherfucker.
I would too. I don't know if the culprit's listening to us. I highly doubt it. But just in case, I can't give away.
Or really big.
Okay, I'm going to tell you anyways because it's not up anymore. But we had a booby trap up.
Ooh.
For a while.
Did it work?
Were you gonna net him?
No, because he didn't come back, and now I've been waiting because I want to get him with my booby trap.
Well, what? Don't tell us. Don't tell us what it was.
He's gonna open the door, and it's gonna be Taylor Swift on blast.
Glitter bomb right to the eyes.
Yeah. No, you'll have.
Sorry.
Y'all just got glitter bombed. I see it in my head already, so I know that's what I'm gonna do. Yep.
All right.
But no, yeah, you'll have to tell us about your booby trap off recording. But I do want to know what you did.
Yeah, but anyway. FYI listeners, somebody in my neighborhood has been trying to break into our vehicles, so that's fun. But anyways, back to the challenge.
You need to get one of those like handshake buzzers and just put it underneath the door handle.
Gary wants to put a fucking bear trap out there, and I was like, I don't blame you. However,
is that illegal?
Early, I think so.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, but
maybe him
at like 4:30 in the morning. I don't think that's a good idea because I think he'll step in it.
Yeah,
or I'll step in it, or my dogs will step in it, or the neighbor kitties.
No.
Why don't just borrow TJ's air horn?
There we go. But then, see, the issue is though, we'd have to like stay up all night because there was no rhyme or reason between the hours he was coming. So
fucked up. Anyways, back to Steve's Bulgarian bag.
Yes. Steve with his Bulgarian bag doing hand jobs.
Is that not what
This is a game of Clue that I do not want to play.
Whoa.
It was in the lounge with the Bulgarian bags.
All giving a hand job.
Wait, is that not what it was called?
It is, but it's probably not how I would have said it.
I'm changing the channel and opting for Aces in Places.
Oh my god! Okay.
Aces in Places was fucking phenomenal.
That was hilarious, but what fucking cracked me up about this Bulgarian bag is that Steve was so convinced that everyone was gonna want to use this thing, and everybody was like, no, bro, like
keep that bag away from me.
I feel like it'd feel good.
Look, I'm literally crying from laughing.
It's probably a good workout. It probably is.
I would have tried it.
Honestly, I would do it.
Yeah, it's kind of like kettlebell.
Yeah.
Do they not have a gym?
Yeah.
No, I think they do.
But they didn't have a Bulgarian bag.
Yeah.
Like weights and stuff. Like I think it's just like some weight bars and like whatever. Sorry guys, I'm padding because my eyes are watering from fucking laughing, and now I've got tears streaming down, and I don't want to just like wipe my face because I didn't have any settings. Anyway, moving on. But that shit had me cracking up because he's like, everybody's going to be lining up to use it. And then Leroy's like, nah, bro, you can keep that shit. Like, I'm going to just go run. I was
and then Cara's like dragging half the gym across the yard.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. I really love Steve. I know there's some people out there that don't like him and aren't really feeling
entertaining.
If you don't like Steve, you need to turn off our podcast now.
That there are people that don't like him right now.
At first, I just like didn't pay attention to him because I didn't think he was going to be someone that I had to really like remember. But he's really making an impression this season.
I like him. Yeah, he's
my
funny.
husband also really likes him. We just had this conversation.
Did you? That's awesome. I like Steve. He's funny.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm never going to fucking talk shit about a guy that does hand jobs modeling.
No, never. Ever.
He's doing a service.
Can we skip over the next note and just go straight to the daily? Because I literally don't care.
Skip it.
Yeah.
Does anybody care about the other part?
I'll make it really quick.
No.
Two girls talk that we don't want to see talk. And one says, I really want to go out there and get my
By the way,
figure it out on your own.
So, by the way, just a really quick shout out to one of our listeners. I'm pretty sure.
Graham.
I'm 99% sure it was Graham. So, shout out to Graham. I didn't get a chance to share this on our stories, but you had me absolutely fucking dying the other day.
What do you do?
I put up a question box on our Instagram thing that was like, "Hey, how'd everybody feel about All Stars 4 episode 6?" Right? And he had submitted one question that was like, I'm getting ready to watch it right now. And then he submitted a one later where he said, I feel like Rick trying to understand Nicole, trying to understand James. And I was like, I fucking lost my shit.
It's fucking facts right there, bro.
I lost it. So shout out, Graham. We love you, dude. That shit had me cracking up. I didn't get a chance to share it, but it was hilarious. So thank you for that one because it was so good.
I'm telling you, subtitles. Fuck, thank God. So
yeah.
What did you guys think about this daily Take a Seat?
I liked it.
I loved it.
I liked it.
Loved it.
It's fantastic.
I thought it was cool. And also, I've been trying to think of like different challenges just in case someday there's like some way that we can host fun challenges for normal people. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Would be something.
If I could go back in time, I would have a bachelorette party as the challenge themed and just make all my friends do it anyways. But this would be a fun one and doable because you could find a stadium or even like, I don't know, baseball bleachers. It's fun. Dude, okay. First of all,
Can you imagine doing it at Shadow Mountain? Just two bleachers. There's no numbers.
Okay. That would be funny. So really quick. It's so funny that you say that because we actually have a listener of this podcast who did that.
She did I know who you're talking about.
She had a bridesmaid, like a bridesmaid. What's it? Not a bride. Bachelorette. Thank you.
Why weren't we invited?
And all they did all weekend was I don't know if it was a whole weekend or if it was just like overnight one day, but they did like different challenges, puzzles. Like they had a whole challenge theme. They had uniform. Like it was so cute. Dude. She tagged us in some of them and I had shared them to the stories. But for the love of God, I cannot remember who it was.
I want to do this now.
You're not expected to remember everyone.
I'm going to lose my mind. So I know that you're listening right now. Please message me because something in my heart tells me it's actually one of our like heavy listeners that I talk to often. There's so many names. She's so hard for me. So I'm sorry.
Can we all
She's on our team.
do this?
She's on our team. So please, if you are the one who had the bachelorette party challenge theme party, please message in because I really want to associate that name with that event. But I know that I know you. I know that I know you and I know I talk to you. So please do that. Anyway, moving on. Very cute. I love it. I loved the daily.
I want to do it.
I know it would be so fun, right?
I do not want to do any parts of this fucking daily.
This was fun.
You can barely mop the floor. You're gonna run upstairs at a stadium.
She's about to mop you with the floor with you, Rick.
I can barely mop the fucking whole floor without getting out of breath. I can't run a stadium. I'm not doing this shit.
Look, I feel like I could fucking take on the world right now. Okay, I could run like 20 fucking miles.
You had a glass and a half of wine.
I already drank all my wine. Now I need more.
I know, right? We're gonna have to take a wine refill break.
We're 5 minutes into the challenge.
I know. No,
no, we're not.
We're at least 4.5.
Okay.
I really liked this daily. Like I loved that it was something that was like simple but not too simple.
Yeah.
What I didn't like about this is that we found out that they've been getting to choose their own partners this whole season. And I fucking don't like that. Like, production, stop being lazy and make it random.
Well, baby, just dropping shit.
Look, this is the only thing I don't like about this whole fucking challenge outside of one other thing, which is the fact that that if you came in last place, you only lost 30 seconds in the next part from what TJ explains.
Yeah.
Like, that was fucking stupid. Like, if you're going to come in last place, you should just be out.
Yeah.
And it did, like Laurel said, it did give them an advantage because they weren't as tired. They didn't, exactly.
I mean, they still lost, so not a huge advantage.
Not huge, but...
Because it's a Rachel Brad. It's too much muscle.
Yeah, not enough brain.
Yes.
That was the big thing for me, too, though, was the fact that, like, the groups that won only gained 30 seconds in something that takes significantly longer. Because the fact that you have people who didn't get the 30 seconds surpassing them, that's proof that you did not give them enough of an advantage for it to be worthwhile. Like, I could see a minute, or I could see if it's like it starts off at a minute, and then as people get eliminated, they have to wait less time because they're further away from last place. I did like that it was in 2 sections, though. I liked that the first half was the musical chairs, and then the second half was to go find the other shit.
I had no problem with that at all. Just didn't like the way they formatted losing. I think there should have been a bigger penalty. That's my big thing.
Can I say something just really quick?
Of course.
So this daily was a little bit like weird for me, like especially from like watching it the first time to then watching it, like doing the rewatch on it. And I actually did 2 rewatches on this daily. So I've seen it 3 times this week.
That's why the notes are so good.
It's why, yeah. But anyway, so the first time I watched it through and I watched the daily and saw the winners, I was like, really? Like, all right, like we got Nicole. Okay,
This is why I got confused with Cara's karma.
But then I watched it the second time, and I realized that Cara willingly gave up Ace because she was sure he was going to lose this daily, and then that motherfucker won, and I got so excited for who won this daily. I was like, yes, I don't even care that Nicole was part of the winning team because fuck yes, Ace. Show her why she should not doubt you.
And he had a hurt knee? Is that why?
Yeah, he had a bum knee. That was why she...
You never tell people.
Yeah.
Well, and not only that, but it just kind of bothered me the way she was like, Ace is my brain and you're my brawn. Like she's using, like they're her little pawns. And it was like, first of all, nah. Okay.
Well, she might have learned that from someone she's real close to.
Yeah, that's true.
I took that more as like a strategic standpoint of knowing the strengths and weaknesses of the other players for when you have to choose partners.
Oh, for sure. That's definitely the way that she was approaching it, but just the wording that she chose is what bothered me. Well, it was this very, let me put myself on a pedestal above these two, and I get to pick who I want to work with depending on what I need. Not what Ace needs, not what Jay needs, not what anybody else in the alliance needs. It's based off of whether I need brains or brawn. Because it's like, it's not like you quite offer both sides equally yourself, Cara. So what are you to Jay or to Ace? Like, are you the brains or the brain? You know what I mean? So like, that was the only part that bothered me is it was like, you're putting yourself on a pedestal. Like you bring both of those things equally. And I personally don't feel like Cara brings brain and brawn equally. And I don't think we can even argue that when she couldn't add 8 to a number a couple of weeks ago. So
mic drop.
I'm bad at math.
I don't falter. Like, how is this different than Cam going up to CT and CT being like, what do you bring to the table? Yeah, who are you? Yeah, like, what's the difference? It's this fucking same to me.
That's a little bit of like just a little built-in entitlement from being on so many seasons and like.
It is. It's entitlement. And look, it's entitlement when TCT did it too.
Yeah, like I just...
But the difference to me is the difference to me with CT and Cam is like they didn't have an on-standing agreement or alliance going into this, whereas Cara has that with Ace. She's worked with Ace every single one leading up to this.
Jay, though.
And Jay, yes. But it just, for me... You could tell that Ace took it personally. It hurt his feelings. He said so in his fucking confessional, and then he ended up beating her. That made me happy.
Well, yeah.
It's like that.
And that's why you got the name of the episode.
It's that, for me, it's that you thought you were being strategic. You thought you were going to get like up on this person, and they ended up beating you anyway. And I love those underdog moments. And for me, in this moment, Ace was the underdog, and he ended up coming out on top, and I fucking love it.
But this goes to the larger point that I said earlier that I don't like, which is that they're able to pick their fucking partners. I don't think this should be allowed. Like maybe once or twice throughout a season is fine, but every fucking time. Like, and no wonder Cara is only working with Ace and fucking Jay in these dailies. Like, she should be forced to work with Brad. She should be forced to work with Derek or with Ryan. And so on and so forth.
Kefla, Leroy. Yeah, no, I do agree with that. I do agree with that. It should.
And I'm just using Cara as the example because that's who we're talking about. But I feel that way, obviously, about everybody. Like, I don't want Laurel and Brad to choose each other because they know they're going to be fucking beasts if it's physical.
Right.
I want it to be because, like, to be honest, I wouldn't want to see Derek and Jasmine partner up every time because they're friends and they were on Real World together. I want to see them work with other people.
Right.
And look, like, no offense to Jasmine at all. And like, Derek would have won this.
Yes.
If it wasn't for Jasmine.
Oh, hell yeah.
He was murdering this freaking daily.
He was like a fucking gazelle.
Yes.
Did you watch him take off?
My God.
He's like 20 yards ahead of everybody.
Well, he was a track star in high school. Not in Phoenix, but in New Mexico.
And also, just really quick, speaking of gazelles, can we just Ryan's fucking comment where he was like, I saw Brad and Laura was like, fuck those giraffes.
That's my line of the night.
Facts.
It is. Yeah, it's pretty fucking good, honestly.
Fuck those giraffes. I ain't even trying to compete with that shit because how their legs are as long as my torso. So what am I doing?
I am honestly surprised.
You see how good that got him.
You're right.
Right?
I am honestly surprised that more people didn't get somewhat injured on this. I mean, we saw Kefla kind of pull a hammy and Cam take a digger, but
and the way they cut Cam too, like before commercial, they made her fall look so dramatic, and she was gonna get injured, and then they come back and she's like, "I'm fine."
Yeah, no problems.
Okay. I was all worried for no reason.
Literally, when it happened, I was like, oh my God, Leroy's about to fuck somebody up.
Yeah, I thought somebody pushed her.
Yeah, and then she's like,
I mean, technically, yeah, but.
But also, like, those chairs are designed for you to trip over. Like, just the way, like, looking at that setup, like, there's no way that I would be able to do that without tripping.
Yeah.
I'd be out first because I'd be sitting there walking up the fucking stairs holding onto the handrail.
Rick would have been out first and he'd have been standing over on the sidelines. Pump up the jam. While your feet are thumping. I don't know all the lyrics.
I don't know the words either.
It's a great song right there.
Such a good song right there.
It was also nice to see Jay out in the front too.
We listened to that song in my house so much. I can't even tell you.
Do you really? Yes. That's awesome.
Like Jay has been the surprise of the season by far. You know,
yes,
but good for him, honestly.
Look at you, Katie.
I can't still
do it. Do it.
I mean,
I'm not ready.
You're not ready.
To discredit him a little bit, we haven't done a food challenge yet. So.
We haven't done a food challenge yet. He's growing on me.
Yes. Is he not a completely different player than what we saw on Battle of the Exes too?
He is.
Well, it's also like 20 years ago.
I mean, maybe not 20, but yeah.
He's basically been being taunted about it ever since then. Like he says, like he goes out on fucking firefighter jobs and people are like, "Hey, aren't you that guy?"
Yeah.
Like,
I would be that person.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe
it's not the worst thing to be known for. Like, I can't eat fucking bull dick. Not a big deal, all right?
Shoot. Fuck me.
Yeah, I guess I'm the worst kind of person out there.
I guess I'll have to stick with the Bulgarian bag.
For me, there's this different level of like confidence that he's exuding this season that I never saw from him in Battle, because everybody's like, oh, it was the edit. Oh, and I'm like, no, he's changed. He's grown. There's something different about Jay. Not just, I don't want to say something different because like you said, it has been like 10 years. He's grown in his career, in his personal life. I'm sure all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. But there's just this level of confidence that he exudes in these daily challenges and even just in his conversations with other people that I don't feel like I got from him before. And I'm loving it. Like, I'm here for it. And I will say that, like, you know what, Jay, I'm probably going to clip this and post it. I gave you a lot of shit when we first started this season. And
yeah, we did.
Katie made a TikTok.
You are making me eat my words, bro. You're making me eat my words, and I'm here for it.
I haven't eaten all of my words yet.
Most of them, though. Most of them.
We still have a couple hanging on until we get to an eating challenge. I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah, he's a different player this season. I'm definitely here for it. I'm actually really enjoying watching him play. So
yeah.
Cheers.
He's one of the more well-rounded players as well.
Yes.
That's the thing too, is like, it's not that he's only good at one thing. And I know that Cara did say that he's the brawn and Ace is the brains, but he even did well on like the math challenge too.
Yeah, I mean, he totally knew what like 7,
he's brain too
plus 8 was, so that was impressive.
Well, he led those other few challenges that he was part of the winning team. He was leading those.
Yep. He has not finished in last yet. So it's very impressive.
Wow.
And credit given where credit's due.
You know what he did?
He
turned the beat around. Love to hear percussion. Man, my backup,
you
my
should have waited for Katie on that one. Fuck that up, didn't you?
She's gonna be so mad when she gets back.
I missed something.
Should I redo my joke?
Oh no!
No, you shouldn't, because it's not a Taylor Swift song.
She missed it.
You missed a dance.
Yeah, you missed it. I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to catch it on the episode.
I can't wait to hear it with the listeners.
I sang without you, and now I feel bad. I know.
Did you sing Taylor?
She waited until you left, and then she sang.
No, it wasn't Taylor.
Oh, okay. I'm still proud. It's your solo moment, baby. You go. For you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco.
So
I love you so much.
I will say this real quick. I'm not upset about 50% of the winning team. 50% of the winning team, I'm cool with.
So just a disclaimer. We did not watch the episode Wednesday night when it came out. We were just so busy with like just regular life stuff. So then Thursday, I watched it during the day while he was at work and did notes and stuff. And he watched it Thursday night. And it was so funny because I was like cooking dinner and like doing dishes and stuff while he was watching it. And I kept watching because I knew the minute he saw Nicole win. Coming.
Oh, I wish you got his reaction.
I should have filmed it because it was priceless. He was like, he was just stone faced and just stared at the TV. He was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
I'm surprised he didn't just like turn it off and walk away.
And it's not that like anything Nicole does, it particularly rubs me the wrong way. I just can't fucking stand hearing her talk.
Yeah.
And so like she wins, so now I'm gonna have to hear her talk for the rest of the fucking episode. Talking about
she's like chewing on a piece of bubble gum all the time. Like
I
don't know, they pan in on her face when she's talking, and like I can't look away from her mouth.
She must have one of those iPad cameras.
Yeah. Look, I just know I'm gonna have to hear for the whole episode. Like I might go in there to get my
Look, she reminds me of somebody who doesn't have an accent, who's trying to have an accent.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
How do you say?
Don't put that.
How do you say star, but you don't pronounce the S or the T?
Saw.
I need my saw.
I'm gonna go in there and get my Like, I was going to try to listen to the Zach Nichols podcast with her, but I was like, nope, fuck that.
You are
noise.
such an asshole because you know what I realized the other day?
What, the question I submitted to them?
Nah, we bag on Nicole Z so fucking much. But if I remember correctly, isn't that like one of Tony's, like, wasn't that one of your favorite, like, people when you first started on the podcast here? You were like, yeah, I can't wait for Nicole Z to come back, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, because she always gets hurt in finals.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
I've never seen her, like, run a proper final because she's always been medically DQ'd.
That's
Pierre
fair.
was also a very big fan of her.
You try running in a nice suit.
Sorry, I missed the first half of what you said.
What about a nice suit? Jehovah's Witness suit?
I said, you try running in a night suit.
I saw what you did there.
You know.
I saw what you did.
I can't run in a suit.
Oh my gosh. Anyways.
What did you say, Alexis?
I said that Pierre is actually a really big fan of Nicole. I learned after listening to them interview her.
Yeah, no, like I like her as a competitor. Like I obviously am not as huge of a fan of personal life stuff, but that doesn't, like, that's not of my concern.
I couldn't remember if she was a firefighter or a cop, but this episode.
It's funny because Sarah actually asked the exact same thing, and I was like, she's a firefighter.
Well, I think she was an EMT.
Yes.
I think she was an EMT for a while.
I think you're right.
You want to know?
I could be wrong, but
like, don't get me wrong. The voice and the fucking accent plays a role, but I don't like her because she has no fucking clue what's going on in that house.
Yeah.
And you can hear it when she talks about game. Like, she has no self-awareness of what is happening in that game. And you see it with the conversation that she has later.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I was going to say is, like, the conversation with her and Flora, for example, was like, I was like, I would rather sit at the table with Cara and not talk than be a part of this conversation any longer.
Yeah, it was just I would talk with Flora. I would talk with Flora all day, just not Nicole.
I was gonna say I'd probably go talk to Flora before I sit and talk to Cara, but I would definitely talk to Cara before I talk to Nicole. I don't know.
And nothing against Flora. I like Flora, but not that conversation. Like that conversation in particular.
Look, I don't know why, but Mama Flora, she just gets me. I don't know why.
We need her every season, just like
I want her on the podcast. Board. I want her on the podcast so fucking
Dear
bad.
Mama Flora, please.
I don't even look. I don't even care if there's nothing to talk to her about. I just want her fucking laying down facts and light. I do.
I feel like she's going to break me down like she breaks down every fucking one of those.
Yeah, she'll tell me some shit that'll make me cry. She'll be like,
I'm not trying to hear about myself like that.
Look, Mama Flora, come lay it down for us. Look, me and Katie will take...
Okay, that will be a Corrina Katie special.
That will be Corrina Katie's episode with Mama Flora, because I would love to have her on the podcast. Like I saw this shit she posted the other day on her Facebook. Oh my God, I'm so fucking old.
We're so old.
On her Instagram.
Did you see it on your Facebook, Corrina?
And to be honest with you, I don't even know exactly what she said. I can't remember it off the top of my brain. I'm looking it up right now. But I remembered when I read it, I was like, what? That's crazy. Like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, so this is what she says. She says, did I blink and miss what really happened after my Jazzy was eliminated? The Jerry Springer episode at the house. Shit, that was really edited out. What the fuck? I smell dirty diapers again. And I'm like,
oh, that I think might be my line of the night, FYI.
Lay it down.
Well, I'll get in there because she said a lot on Twitter.
Interesting. I don't Twitter, so I don't know.
Rick with our tweets.
Well, you know what? It's because nobody's cooler than me.
That's right.
You probably don't. You think you're cool.
See that transition? I still got it.
Yeah, I've heard that song probably like 10,000 times.
You're cooler than me.
I fucking went and listened to it on YouTube right away.
That's just take me back. Speaking of, we're coming full circle here because I know I heard that on a limo bus.
There you
go.
Heading to places I shouldn't have been.
A field.
We're bringing it all back. Not a field that time. Not a field that time.
Moon rocks getting lit on fire.
We could say that. There might have been in the back, but my first experience in a strip club.
Ooh, there you go.
I just remember being so drunk that I didn't care. I was like, whatever, let's go.
I can't wait to hear you tell this story with Flora.
Oh. Mama Flora, don't listen.
The last time I drank was at a strip club.
Oh, well, that's a good way to go.
Did you get there on a limo bus by any chance?
I don't know how I got there.
Yeah.
Did you see someone with long hair?
I remember that was the last night I drank.
It's probably for a good reason.
Anyway, so just really quick, just to kind of wrap up this daily. So Ace and Nicole end up winning this. The losing groups end up being, or the losing teams end up being Veronica, Steve, Jasmine, Derek, Kefla, Tina, Laurel, Brad, and Cam, Roy. The middle group who will be voting is Cara, J, Adam, Flora, and Avery. Why do I have Adam on here? I have Avery, Adam. I don't know who Avery, Ryan.
There we go. It's just because her and Adam are just intertwined now. So
Adam, and you know what? And he posted this sweet little caption the other day about this episode where he called Avery Aves, and I was like, oh, he's got a pet name for her. That's the sweetest fucking thing.
When we had Zoe, I tried so hard to name her Avery, but we were rewatching the challenge at the time, and Sam was like, you can't name her anyone from the challenge. And I'm like, I love that name.
Oh,
I tried to get Corrina to agree to Goku.
Yeah, well, Goku.
Yeah, Goku. Could you imagine? Look, I let you have Luke, okay? I gave you a Star Wars name.
That's still normal.
I don't know what more you want from me. And it's semi-normal. So.
I'm just saying, like...
Hey, where do you think my dogs' names came from?
What are your dogs' names?
Carl and Ruby Jean.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Carl came from The Walking Dead so that I can yell, Carl. And and then Ruby is from Supernatural.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I always wanted to name our dog Steven. Just be like, because I'm taking Steven for a walk.
Right? It's just...
you know what I mean? Like, it's so fucking great.
Pets with human names are amazing.
I love having, people names for dogs. It's just the best.
But then you got a girl.
Yeah, and she was silver and she's your dog, so.
She is my dog.
So precious little angel baby.
Really, she's Caleb's
not. She's not
Caleb's
precious.
dog.
She is too.
She's dumb.
You don't say that.
And obnoxious. Oh, I tell her every day.
She is dumb, but she is also precious.
She's beautiful.
I love her. I love her so much, but I also am like highly annoyed with her all the time, but I still love her so much.
All the more reason you need Katie to come visit. She'll entertain your dog for you. And your wife and your child. So
whatever.
It's just a win all the way around for you.
You pay for your ticket, you can stay here. I don't care.
We got that on recording.
We did. It's on recording. Look, the episode is recording.
I would hope so.
That would be really shitty, huh?
Otherwise, we're not releasing one this week.
Yeah. We're really not. Yeah.
Although, really, we just have to go back 10 minutes in the show.
We really did forget this week to push play or record. Anyway, moving on. Deliberations, cooler than me. This part actually threw me for a fucking loop because who would have guessed that Jay is working with Jasmine?
Nope, didn't see that coming.
Never.
Well, it seemed like a lot of people didn't want to say her name.
Yeah.
Well, she's also entertaining.
Which she's fun. She's fun. I could see why.
She's got a lot of friends. She's got a lot of people that she's kept like connections with over time, over all these years. And I think one of the biggest messages from these first few episodes is that that's something that Cara did not do. Right? Mm-hmm. Is that she doesn't stay in touch with people when she's not like involved in the show. She lives her little hermit crab life. Which, girl, same.
Which you do you, boo-boo. You do you.
Same. I get it, right? But at the same time, Jasmine has those connections. And I think it was this moment that Cara, number one, realized that she made a fucking mistake giving Jasmine a star. And also realized that she has to get her out now. Or there's like, you can't wait for somebody to go and just take Jasmine's star. Like, you got to get rid of her because nobody is going to want it. Like, she finally realized what I was saying a couple weeks ago.
How did she not get it, though? When she had that light bulb, I was like, babe, how did we figure that out before you did?
Because we've seen the edit.
Why wouldn't you want Veronica and Jasmine to have stars?
Yeah.
It makes sense. No, why wouldn't you want them?
Yes.
No, you do.
Because,
you do want them to.
I don't want Jasmine out, but Cara was pushing for that shit.
Why?
It makes no sense because I want to run a final against.
She wasn't necessarily pushing for Jasmine to be out. She was pushing for the two people that had stars to go in against one another so that they didn't take her star.
She was so afraid of getting her star taken that she just was like blinders up. Not on her radar. I don't know.
Look, and I totally get that. I totally get that approach of protecting your star. And I feel like in this situation, Cara had a couple of different, I don't know, man. I don't know, because now that I don't know.
No, it really makes no sense, because if you get rid of one of them, right? Like, that's fine, but don't put them both up against each other, because then you're getting an opportunity for your star to be stolen, right? You're not. I'm sorry.
That's why she did it.
But no, your star doesn't get, because if you put Laurel against Jasmine, they can't steal your star.
Laurel's going to get a star and she's going to get Jasmine's star, Veronica's star, whoever's fucking star, right? And that was kind of my thinking at first, is I was like, how often are you going to have Laurel all the way in the bottom where you can vote her in? Like, this was an opportunity. But at the same time, like, I don't know, because who else was in the bottom that was going to take Laurel out?
Yeah, Cam. But I like how Cam talked about it, because she was like, I want people in there that don't have stars. But again, that's because I'm
Yeah, like I get Cam wanting to get Tina in there, but that was never going to happen. Yeah. Tina's too well connected. No.
And she even said, she's like, I would take Laurel on. She's like, but I'm not going to get the votes for Laurel.
Yeah, she thought she'd have easier time getting Tina votes than Laurel votes.
But that was a confessional conversation versus an actual in-house conversation.
Yeah, well, we don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I mean, it was in a confessional.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a confessional, but we don't know that wasn't said in the house at some point is what I meant.
That's what I'm saying is like for us, like how we received that information was in a confessional, not in the house, saying like, I'll go against anybody. I'll take on Laurel. More so saying I would like Tina.
Yeah. In private, I would say I'd take on Laurel, but not in public.
Yeah.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah. Yeah, I would do the same thing. I mean, like.
Because then if Laurel finds out.
Yeah, like in private, I say I could beat Fessy in a hall brawl, but in public, I'm like, nah, bro. Nah.
In private, in public, I could say I could beat Fessy in a hall brawl.
Yeah, because when he runs, you slip right between his legs real thin.
Exactly, just dive. I played softball. I can slide.
There you go.
I'm just going to run and jump in the air and hope my weight works.
Oh, you know what I would do is run and Spider-Man up the walls on the sides. No one would ever see it coming.
There you go.
That's full circle for Tony. He's playing Spider-Man.
That's fair. Look, but you're right. I mean, look, like she didn't really have the foresight to see how well connected Jasmine is.
Right.
And
before she gave her the star.
Yeah.
But it was funny watching her like realize it, like, oh.
And I was right there with her, like, oh, yeah.
Jasmine is actually a stronger competitor in the house than Cara versus Cara being like, you want to get Jasmine out before she gets too insulated, but you also don't want to see Cara in a final.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's like it's an absolute catch-22.
Oh, 100%. And, you know, and I think it's really telling when Jasmine and Ryan have that conversation right after this. And Jasmine's like, hate me, bitch, because I got friends, you know?
Oh, Jasmine had so many of my like lines of the night this week.
Yes.
Her confessional right here. Ooh. I feel like I have to wait for Corrina for this one.
She's on her way back right now. We're talking about Jasmine.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Somebody's falling asleep on the couch tonight.
When I saw that Jasmine was going to be on this season, I was like on episode 1, I remember like standing in front of the TV.
You were so excited.
Being like, oh, fuck yeah, Jasmine's on it. And I was like, and she's divorced. And my husband was like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like, she's going to be fun.
She's going to be spicy.
He was like, what the fuck?
She said, this literally might be my line of the night. She said, can we say hypocrite much? Go fuck yourself.
Yes.
Next question.
After she drunk the water. Oh my God. That fucking confessional.
Drunk the water.
Queen.
Bruh.
I needed it.
I loved that confessional. That confessional gave me fucking life. Thank you, Jasmine.
Also, I have to scroll for a second. I love the way that Jasmine's letting her gray grow in.
Yeah,
I feel like
really nice.
for all the girlies, like embrace it. It's all good.
I wish more people did.
Yeah, and the way hers is growing in, it's gonna be just like. Do you remember what's that show? What Not to Wear?
Yes,
Stacey?
I love you. Yeah.
It's gonna be just like that. It's so good. Okay. Back to the challenge.
I love that show.
You know what you know what? And shout out to Corey on this one because he's right. It's the kiss of death every time it happens.
Oh, dude! As soon as I saw it this time, I was like, "They're noting it."
How do they not note? How does production and the editing team not notice that we've noticed this? Stop fucking doing this, bro.
Yeah.
Or give us multiple. Like if you want to show someone talking to someone from back home, give us like 3 people.
Or show us somebody talk. Like you could have shown us.
You could have shown us that like in the beginning.
I'm so annoyed. Like I hate it. I hate it so much. Why do we have to? And really? So you're telling me that the only time Kefla talked to his wife this whole fucking show was the week that he got sent home. Bullshit.
Yeah.
I call BS. You could have shown a call with his wife last week or the week before or the week before or the week. Like, there's no reason to show these calls on the exact week that they go home to fucking use that as a foreshadow giveaway to the fans.
Yeah, every time.
The whole time. I was like, well, I mean, it sucks because I'm not really into this elimination because I know who goes home.
I was hoping it was a twist this week. I was like, maybe this week they'll be like, haha, just kidding. And
you're watching the challenge.
No, but can I just say, because I was in the same boat, because I was like, look, they did this with CT. They showed CT talking to his son and his wife on the episode where he ended up winning. Or on the season where he ended up winning, right? And so I was like, okay, maybe they're just trying to throw it off. They're throwing us off, right? Like, I was praying for it. I was like, he's talking to his wife about his kid. They're trying to throw us off. He's going to end up going to the final or something like that. And then boom. I was like, motherfucker. God damn it. Kefla, I miss you already. Come back.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
So good. I enjoyed him so much.
There's like a lot of older, just like genuine men on the show. I also feel that way about Laterian.
Yes.
Like, I always thought Laterian was just like such a good dude. And Cyrus, like, just real. Yes. But also Ace's leopard jacket this week, I was a little thrown off by. I mean, I do own a leopard jacket exactly like that, but I didn't see it coming from him. Oh, and my daughter has one.
I wonder if he borrowed it.
See, you were thrown off by Ace's leopard jacket. I was thrown off by Brad's tiny towel.
I was going to say, I'm itchy, guys.
Yeah, he said he's allergic.
It must be my detergent.
Ryan and Derek didn't mind.
That thing didn't even cover all of his thigh. I was like, honey.
My favorite part is that he uses the Revlon blow dryer brush on his beard. I literally paused the TV and I'm like, I use that. Like, and it's awesome. So that's really smart.
Yeah, that's freaking hilarious. I loved it. So
and
much.
And Veronica's nice towel, Brad, and just Derek. And of course, of all people that are in there, it's Derek and Ryan. And she's like, you guys like that, didn't you? Like, I'm not complaining.
Can't complain at all.
I wasn't complaining either.
That also just kind of gave you a little more insight, because I had never thought, what do they do with their clothes? But obviously they have to have their underwear and stuff washed, right? In their clothes. I just never really put thought into it, like other people. And then
no, they just flip them inside out and wear them again, Alexis. Yep. That's what I do.
Some people probably are allergic to the detergent. I don't know.
That's your thought? Laundry?
Yeah, how do you get the job to be the laundry person for the challenge? Because I would gladly be the laundry person.
Hell no.
No, hell no.
Oh,
that would be the worst job.
You're like, we can do it all. We can do your music. We can do your production. We can do your editing. We got it. Just give it to us. Give us the content and we will put it together for you.
Next thing you know, the laundry person gets to borrow like Mariah and Nerice's clothes, which I would never wear.
They're just trying them on. I just wonder what it's like.
I'd rip them trying them on, so
Anyway.
Josh is going to come in next time wearing the balloons. I can see it now.
No, dude, I got the balloon.
Anyway, so on to nominations. Back to the challenge. Now that Rick's back, we was waiting for you.
Yeah, we were waiting for you. So we were just talking about your child.
Seriously, what are we gonna do this week? Is it Easter eggs? Is it glitter?
Did you ever do glitter?
I usually do glitter. That's usually what it is. Is like glitter or sparkles.
Whatever takes up the least amount of room, so it doesn't take 17 hours to save.
Literally, this episode took 7.5 hours to encode. Our last episode. That's part of why it took so long to get it out. It took 7.5 hours because of all those Easter egg overlays I had to add in.
Oh my God.
That's commitment. You win. You always win.
I
But
fucking love you guys, and I love this podcast, man. And I just want the listeners to be like, no, not even. Well, yeah, I want the listeners to be entertained, but the visuals, you know, like
it was fun.
Fuck you, listeners. Watch the video on
fuck
YouTube.
you, listeners. When I watched the video, I just sat there and smiled. Like,
it's different.
it's so funny. Like, we're so funny, guys.
I know someone who watches us on YouTube who doesn't even watch the show. And I'm like, why? But
it's different. Look, I'm just going to say that for anybody who's listening to us on audio only on Spotify or Apple right now, it is very different if you go and watch our show on YouTube. You will have an entirely different experience. It's like a completely different show. And
you might go blind if you stare at me for too long.
No, shut up. We highly recommend that.
Also, Corrina had shared, I don't even remember where you shared it. It was a while ago, but somebody had said they're like, oh, Katie doesn't look like she sounds. And I was like, I don't know. I don't really know how to take that or what that means. So I'm just going to let it ride.
He said it was in a good way.
Okay.
So
thank you.
I think he thinks you're pretty.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not just nerds on this podcast.
Look, and I will take any opportunity if you even leave a vague little sprinkling idea that you're calling one of us girls pretty. Sprinkle. We're gonna take it. We're gonna take it,
and we're gonna post it.
If you say anything about me, Corrina will murder you.
And
I'm single, by the way.
Josh is single. Tony is happily married. Don't hit up Tony's inbox unless you've got to complain about the podcast. That's it.
Unless you're a nanny.
Or need some stats and info.
Stats and info. Or a friend. Yes.
No, just stats and info.
No.
Or
you got a friend and no, you don't.
Are you my friend?
I mean, that being said, I've made a lot of friends of people who listen to the podcast, so I can't really say no.
I'm already at my max number of friends. So one of them is going to have to fall off before I fucking add another one.
I'm like T-Mobile. I got the top 10 and that's it.
Yeah. Oh my life is really a MySpace top 8. Help you make the rotation.
Why did I bring up MySpace? Because now I'm going to squirrel for forever because I miss MySpace so much.
Me too.
Because it's a blank space.
I'll write your name.
Look at you! Look at Rick! Making Tay-Tay references.
So proud.
So cute.
I can't handle it.
Josh is like,
Josh, you got to get on it. Try again.
Look, Josh has been gone for a minute. He's not up on the glitter thing yet. He'll get there.
Have you been watching us? Have you been watching us on YouTube, Josh?
I missed one episode.
Have you?
Yeah, but it was that
one too many, Josh.
It was the Easter egg.
Apparently, I missed
Get
the
it
wrong
together.
fucking one.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't watch our episodes, so
I do now because
you edit them.
I know. I need to see how you edit them.
I need to see what it looks like together because I edit it in like these little tiny.
Because you normally separate the sexes.
Yes. Aw, Josh, I love you. Oh,
what are you doing? Binoculars over there, Katie?
No.
It's how I see through my eyes.
Through
Just
heart.
like this.
I typically go with this one. This is my go.
You trying to teach Luke that? Like,
oh no.
Seriously, Alexis, try to teach your kids that. How to do that.
How to do what?
Do it again, babe. Because I can't, I literally still can't do it. Try to teach your kids how to do that. It's the funniest thing watching them try to do it. It's the funniest fucking thing. Seriously.
I can't wait. I'm going to do it tomorrow.
We do it to Luke all the time. And it is so funny watching him. Like, he's like,
I personally,
he can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. I don't know how you do that.
Flip your hands backwards. Put your fingers on your chin and thumbs on your eyes.
Oh my God. What the fuck? I feel so stupid.
You look really good.
You're so pretty. Look at you.
You should do that for the rest of the episode.
You look super smart.
My shoulders will get so sore.
Think about the gains, though. Think about the gains.
Ow.
I'm just envisioning us all on a couch together in Michigan. All us girls are just like this.
I'm just gonna look at you guys after we go to the dispensary. I'm gonna look at you guys and be like, "Hey guys."
I still don't feel like I'm doing. Like, are my hands
You
too
are.
small?
It's on video.
I can't see.
It's not your hand.
Do you guys see when you do it?
You must have a different prescription.
Okay.
Alexis, if she keeps her glasses on, she can see.
My eyes don't work when I do that.
I guess I lied. I can see.
I thought you guys could. I can't see anything.
Maybe you gotta work on your flexibility.
It's because of her sharp ass elbows.
Oh yeah. We'll do some yoga while we're together.
Oh my god, that just zoomed in so much on Alexis.
Dude, I honestly can't turn it off because if I turn it off, that's when it gets stuck on widescreen.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I changed.
I love the. I
Put
love
your
the
hands
zoom.
up real
it's
quick.
So great.
Josh is manually doing it.
Oh my god, you guys.
I've laughed too hard the last 2 days. It's fucking crazy.
Anyway, back to the challenge. I don't really want to go through every point of this nomination ceremony, but so let's just start off. Obviously, the guys' nomination was super quick, super easy. It ended up being
Kefla and Steve.
Kefla and Steve.
Kefla and Steve. And it was pretty unanimous. Like there wasn't a whole lot of disagreement here on this one.
Well, except for Cara trying to throw Leroy in again.
Cara was trying to throw Leroy in, and this was the point that confused me because she had said earlier in the episode that she wasn't going to shoot at Cam and Leroy again unless they took a shot at her.
I'm not trying to say she's hypocritical.
Leroy's just lucky that Veronica wasn't in that voting process because his ass would have gone in.
Yeah. That's very true.
You're not
with
wrong.
her rogue votes. But the part that really seems to be a little bit of a debate, I guess, among the fandom is what ends up happening with the female vote. And I'm curious, before I go into my big spiel, I'm curious how you guys feel about what ended up happening with the female vote, how the female nominations were handled, and, you know, how they turned out. Like, how did you guys feel about this?
Not happy.
I was totally fine with it.
I definitely thought it was entertaining. I was like, oh, shit.
It was entertaining. It was just wild.
They're really going to let him do that.
Cam got what she want. Cara got what she want again.
Yeah, I mean, what it really came down to is like Cara only has herself in the house, really. So she has to throw everything at the wall that she can to try to get what she wants as an end result. One of the, and somewhere in the mix, they had a confessional with Cam saying that Cara's pawns are playing her game for her, as if Cam didn't have votes in the deliberation she wasn't in. Like, she has as many pawns, she has more pawns than Cara does.
But I feel like she didn't, though, because I feel like if Cam had more, Cam would have gone in.
Yeah.
Well, that's when everybody in the nomination realized that Jasmine made deals with all of them.
Yeah. Well, and that's what Jay said, too. Like, Jay's like, I realize that I'm at the bottom of the pecking order for Jasmine because she has so many other people to protect before she gets to me that there's really nothing that she's going to do for me. And I think Adam said it best when he's just like, this is how it has to happen unless you two have made a deal with Jasmine, which I assume you have. And then he's just like, what the fuck can she possibly do for you? Like, I understand where everyone is coming from, but the whole, like, Cam being like, I already heard my name going around, like, no one said her name. That was her way to try to get into the conversation. And it's smart to keep Cam out because Cam's 100% going to go for Cara's star. So that's the way that she can protect it, is to make sure that Cam doesn't go in.
You just put Cam in against Jasmine.
In this one, too?
Cam would have fucking worked Jasmine.
And then she gets a star and she can't go after Cara's.
Oh.
That's Cam is the fucking mastermind. Just, cue Taylor Swift mastermind. Because
what if I told you I'm a mastermind? Yes. No, it honestly, yeah. I'm just going to lead this off. In the last 2 minutes that everybody's been talking, I decided I don't want to go into a big old spiel because I'm happy right now. But all I will say is that
I'm happy right now.
I'm happy. I'm in a good mood and I don't want to upset myself. No, but all I will say is that I do not blame Cara one single fucking bit for what she did in this elimination. Jesus. In this nomination, it was for her best interest. However, if you are going to make those kind of games and play that, I hate to say selfish game because that sounds so negative, but it
is. Everybody does it.
This game is made to be played selfishly, right? If you're going to play that type of game, you also have to understand when other people play that type of game. And so to put friendships like what you have with Jasmine or what you have with Brandon online because they, on the line because they tried to get you out or whatever, it just, every single person there is there to play their own game, play to win, and play to get that fucking money. And if you can't understand that while you're also doing the same thing, I have a little bit of a problem with that. That's my only fucking issue with how Cara is playing this game. She ran this nomination ceremony beautifully. She ended up getting what she wanted.
She was the orchestrator.
I did not like how it went down personally, just because I was really hoping that Avery and Adam would stand up for what they were saying and would stand with Flora.
Especially Avery, because she has so far. I feel like this is the first time she really gave in.
The thing that bothered me was that Avery switched because of this promise Cara made her that Cara can't. That's not a promise you can make somebody.
You can't keep.
You cannot guarantee that you can keep that promise. There's no fucking way you can guarantee that. So to make that kind of a deal. And in that moment, she didn't go talk to Avery beforehand and be like, hey, can we make some kind of it was in the moment on the spot. And that was the thing that I didn't necessarily like. And I felt like she kind of manipulated the situation with promises that she cannot keep. And
agreed.
And probably wouldn't keep. If I was Cara, even if I went back into elimination, I would never give Avery a fucking star. She's a great competitor. I don't want to go to a final with Avery. Fuck no. So I just, and also at the same time, I feel like Avery was very naive in this situation. And I feel like she jumped on board. Granted, it's not really shown in the edit, but I feel like she jumped on board as soon as Adam jumped on board. And so it was that, again, that kind of pairing connection that we see between Adam and Avery, which is really cute. But at the same time, it was just kind of damn it.
Don't just, it was frustrating knowing at least per the edit, she literally said to Adam, well, who are you voting for? And then after he said it, that's when she made her decision. It's not beforehand in the previous episodes where she was like, I'll listen to what you have to say, but no, I'm going to stick with my guns.
Yes. And I loved that Avery was like that, too. Especially in the last episode where she was like, no, fuck you. I know this is what it is. And me personally, I think that I went into the rest of this nomination ceremony with Cara with kind of a negative connotation just because of how it started out, where Jay says that Cam wants Tina and Cara goes, no, that's not going to happen. And it's like, bitch, excuse me? Fucking squeeze me?
Excuse me?
Who said you were in charge? What do you mean, no? What do you mean, no?
I mean, based on the votes, she was fucking in charge.
But no, based on the votes, initially, she was not. She had to manipulate and make promises that she can't keep in order to get ahead. And I don't blame her for it. I'm not holding it against her. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying that it was one of those things where, again, it was the entitlement for me, where it was because you want to protect your star, everybody has to vote your way, when literally not a single person here wants to run with you in the final. Not a fucking one of them. And none of them should want to run with you in the final, because you will beat every single one of these people sitting in this chair.
Wasn't what she said to Avery that when I come back, when I
go back into elimination, I will give you a star.
I'll give you a star.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't guarantee that.
No, she said when I come back from elimination.
what's the difference? I don't see the difference in coming back or going in.
Well, because coming back would imply that you won and would have a star to give.
Well, she doesn't, but Cara doesn't have the idea that she even has a possibility of losing. So to me, those things, those two verses are not different in how Cara would word them, coming back or going in. In Cara's mind, it doesn't matter whether she goes in, she's always coming back. So I don't know the exact wording she used, but that's the message that she was trying to send to Avery, is that she knows for sure she's going to go into another elimination. And when she goes in and absolutely 100% beats that person, she will give Avery a star. And you cannot guarantee that. You cannot guarantee 100% you will win an elimination.
But that's not Cara's.
Well, she can guarantee that when she gets an extra star, it will go to Avery.
But will it?
That's what she said.
That's not Cara's fault, though. That's Avery's fault for fucking believing it.
It's both their fault.
No, fuck that. Part of this game is lying to get what you want.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. I don't think what Cara did was wrong. Like, I'm not saying it's wrong in the aspects of the game, but it's still shady to fucking lie. Like, it's still shady. It's still shady. I don't care. It's still shady.
I also feel like if you look at the elimination or the nomination when Cam was in charge, maybe Cara got a couple ideas and was like, oh, if we're going to be really verbal about what we want, because I feel like on the flagship, they don't put all their cards out. But
no,
if she was like taking notes from Cam and then she sees herself in this group of people and she's like, you know what, I'm going to do the same thing.
And I fucking hated it when Cam did it. And I think that's what's bothering me about the Cam part, is that all these fans, some of the people in this meeting included, had a problem when Cam did it, but don't have a problem when Cara's doing it.
I think it's just equivalent.
And that's all I got to say about
that.
But
I remember us all distinctly sitting here going, I really like that Cam campaign to keep fucking Leroy out, and was said, I'd really appreciate if you didn't vote, and he kept Leroy out.
Ripped her the fuck up. What are you talking about?
I ripped her up on the other one.
Her up.
No,
expecting. Yes, you did. For expecting people and then thanking them.
No,
specifically thanking them as they voted her way.
Distinctly different nominations. I'm talking about the first one where Leroy was up, not the one where she was saying, "I want this person."
I understand.
So yes, don't say it.
No, I'm comparing the one between.
That just means Cam has tried to control 2 nominations already.
And the Leroy one didn't really bother me. Like, that to me was just.
And it wasn't the fact that she asked that she put her fucking thing out there. It was weird to me that every time someone said, okay, I'm gonna do this, she thanked them, and then she got mad at Cara for only voting 50% of her way. That would be like Cara getting mad at Adam for only voting 50% this way. You know, because he voted for fucking and then Jasmine, but not Veronica.
What happened when Avery only voted 50% her way? She sat there and fucking continued to hammer on her until she finally voted for full Cara's way. She did the exact same thing. She did the same thing Cam did. I'm sorry. That's the way I see it.
I'm not gonna lie. I agree.
Cam didn't make a deal, though.
Yeah, she just threw around her attitude.
Yeah, Cam didn't make a deal.
Yes, Cam didn't make a fucking shitty deal that she cannot guarantee.
You don't know that she can't she's not guaranteeing it. She's saying when she comes back in the house with an extra star, it's Avery's.
Exactly. It wasn't an if, it was a when. That's a guarantee.
Okay, well, when she comes back with an extra star.
But you're not, there's no guarantee you come back.
She's guaranteeing that in that situation, she's giving Avery the star.
I don't think anything on this show is guaranteed.
Nah, I'm sorry. You guys are you're not gonna change my mind on this, Tony. I'm very sorry, but it's not gonna happen.
I feel like I'm right with you.
Just because she tried to give something that you don't think is gonna happen, I feel like this isn't the first or last time someone's gonna make a promise. Devin makes promises for a day.
Yeah, I feel like it's from the theme from the beginning, though, because even from the beginning, Cara was being hypocritical. Like, the first scene we get back in the house of Cara is her saying, oh, I didn't go talk to Cam and Leroy because I was just uncomfortable. Okay, well, you were just mad at them last episode because they didn't come talk to you. after you went into elimination.
Right. Yeah,
So
that's true too.
But they had that conversation and it went to shit. So what's
It did go to
what's the
shit.
point
It
of
did,
talking
but
at that point?
But still, it was still her, like, in my eyes, it was still her being, I hate saying it this way because I don't like stereotypes. And I know not everyone is this way, especially because Rick is an only child. It's the stereotypical only child syndrome where it's like, I'm not getting my way, so I'm going to throw a temper tantrum.
Is Cam an only child?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
I kind of see it a little bit differently. I will say I'm an only child, but if I had to pick someone to have a conversation with where I was in the wrong, I would pick having it with Cara over having it with Cam.
Really?
Because yes, Cam.
I feel like Cam is so much more level-headed.
Yes.
When?
Dude, I don't think so. I think Cam would pop the fuck off.
I love Cam, but no.
I would be more scared of Cam. I think Cara would cry. Cam would yell at me and make me cry.
Cara absolutely would, but
That's why I would not want to talk to fucking Cara. Stop fucking crying.
But what I'm saying is I don't blame Cara for not wanting to put herself in the situation to be the one to go approach Cam after all of these things she's done. Why would she be the one to be like, oh, we need to have a conversation?
No, I don't think she should.
What's the conversation going to be? It's not going to be good.
Look, and I think me coming down on Cara so hard right now is coming off the wrong way. So again, I just want to re-express what I said at the beginning of this. This is how I feel for every single person. It is not Cara specific. This is how I felt about Cam. This is literally how I would feel if CT did this dumbass shit in a fucking nomination. This is how I feel about everybody. I just don't like making shady ass deals that you don't know you can fucking, and I don't like entitlement in this game. I can't stand entitlement in this game. Like,
oh, for sure.
I know that's not going to happen. I have to save my star. So no, that's not going to happen. Excuse me, bitch. You're one fucking person. Calm the fuck down.
She's a 2-time champ, the first solo female winner.
But also trivia's next week, so we...
Here's my thing. Look, I don't think it's a shady deal because we've seen Devin do one-day deals and then talk in the very same episode and say, "You want to renege on this deal, Tori? Because I don't know if I really want to do this."
You guys are comparing two different situations. You guys are comparing something that Cara cannot guarantee. She cannot guarantee that she's going to go into elimination, win, and give Avery a star. Devin makes deals saying, "I will not say your fucking name if I win." That is something.
Turns around and says their fucking name.
Guarantee.
Okay, but then he doesn't do it.
When?
I'm talking like it's been.
When has Devin ever gone back on a deal that he made?
He literally did it on Ride or Dies with Jay and fucking Michelle.
When
they got voted out into elimination.
They were not in a fucking deal at that point. I have no idea what you're talking about.
That was on Tuesday, not on Wednesday.
Like, he does, like you just said, he does one-day fucking deals. Devin is very smart with how. That's a bad comparison in my deal.
But no,
if you want to compare it to Bananas, to Wes, to anybody else, but Devin is a bad comparison.
So what happens if Cara goes into fucking elimination and wins one and gives Avery a star? What then?
What?
Then she wasn't lying. It wasn't a bullshit deal. And she proved her point.
Look, I'm not saying she won't do it. I'm saying here in this moment when she's saying that, she cannot guarantee that 100%.
But you also said earlier in the episode that nobody else here can beat Cara.
Who did?
You did.
I did not say that.
Earlier in the episode, you said
you were referring to how people are looking at her in the house.
Yeah, I never said that because I don't think Cara's the best in the house.
It's like, Is it a solid deal? No, it's a what if deal, but
it's a shaky deal. And look, I know people are going to hate that I feel this way, but it's a shaky deal.
To me, it's no different. It's no different than saying,
works, for sure.
Yeah, to me, it's no different than saying, "Hey, if I win the lottery, I'm going to split it with you." Am I going to win the lottery? I don't fucking know, but if I do win it, I'll split it with you.
No, and look, this is what I'm saying.
That's not a shitty deal. That's just a deal being made.
Again, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I don't care that Cara did this. I think she made a fucking impeccable move in this nomination ceremony. What bothers me is that Cara is hypocritical. She does not like when people make moves against her, but she is willing to make moves against anybody. That is my problem with this.
But that's not everybody in the challenge.
I understand that. I've been saying that the whole show.
So I think what you're getting at is Cara is so much more vocal. Ooh, what is that button?
I just feel like now is the perfect time for me to say that I have made a comparison of Cara to Nickelback recently. The fact that everyone fucking hates Nickelback.
I love Nickelback.
Fucking cool to hate Nickelback and talk shit about Nickelback.
I love Nickelback.
I love Nickelback. I was going to say something mean, so I'm not going to say it.
I hate them. They canceled the tour.
Well, where I'm from, everyone talks shit about Nickelback. And
I never talk shit about Nickelback. I love Nickelback.
Look, I just want to say, again, this is how I feel about everybody. It's not a Cara specific thing. This episode was about Cara. That's why I'm talking about Cara. If it was about Laurel, if it was about Rachel, if it was about Cam, if it was about anybody, I would still feel the same way. I'm not hating on Cara. I'm not like, it's specific to Cara. It's not like that. I literally just don't like this gameplay. And I'm sorry, that's just where I come from.
It's also probably not the last time this is going to happen in this season.
It wasn't the first.
No, it wasn't the first. Won't be the last.
Not the first. Won't be the last.
Yeah, and I think that's where I'm coming off wrong. And I knew that this was going to happen because this episode is so Cara focused that it's going to sound like I'm coming down on just Cara. But it's not just Cara. It literally could be anybody in this situation, and I would feel the exact same way. I just don't like this game play. I don't like this approach.
It's just the pot calling the kettle black. Like, do as I say, not as I do. Like,
do whatever you got to do. Look, I think you posted in Challenge Trash Talk, in our group Challenge Trash Talk earlier, and you were like, oh, are you Team Cam or Team Cara, right? And I commented and I said, I am team, do whatever the fuck you got to do to win that money and get to the end, but also understand everybody else is doing the same thing, and you can't hold real life friendships over people because they did what they needed to do. And so, yes, I am holding on to personal feelings about her reaction to Jasmine and Brandon taking that shot at her because she was in the bottom and they had the chance to take the shot. And I am reacting off of that information. And now it's like, if everybody's not on my page, fuck y'all. And it's like, I get it. But also, you can't be mad at other people when they do the same thing to you. Like, that's my issue. That's my only issue. And I'm gonna leave it at that, because I know that I've already pissed off a lot of the hosts here, and I know I've pissed off a lot of the listeners. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I knew it was gonna go this way, and I think I even warned y'all in chat that I was gonna piss everybody off.
Anyways, it was good gameplay because she got what the fuck she wanted, and then we go into post noms. This leads into something that we were talking about a little bit earlier, as far as with the conversation of Flora and Nicole having.
Flora, Mama Flora.
As they're overlooking Cara in the kitchen, which I found very ironic that this was happening the whole time.
Jasmine and Mama Flora they're up there for a line of the night.
Mama Flora is the best fucking person on this show, in my opinion.
Queen Flora.
Dude, bow before fucking Mama Flora.
She's going to be the CT who takes it easy and makes it to the end and then just pops out and surprises everyone.
She just tells everybody how it is. And I love that about her. I love that she literally is Mama Flora, right? She mamas everybody in the house. Everybody getting crunk.
Well, and everybody respects her opinion.
They really do. They respect her. And
also, she hasn't had seasons and seasons to piss people off and build bad relationships with people.
Yeah, that's very true.
She doesn't have any baggage with them.
And she's one of the, the older. So I think she just naturally takes that, I don't know, maternal, position, right? Over people of hey, what the fuck are you doing? What's going on? And I love that about her. I really like Flora a lot. I really do. I know I've said that 700 times, but I really fucking like her. Okay. But this situation with Nicole,
I couldn't
what's going on? What is that noise?
I think it's Josh's or someone's.
Not it.
That's fine. That's fine. No, you're fine. You're fine.
It's not me today. It's not my furnace.
I had to turn my AC on. I was starting.
You're good. I was just what is that noise? No, you're good now. I was like, make sure it wasn't anything crusty. All right, sorry. Back to Mama Flora and Nicole talking outside, and Cara's listening the whole time.
I don't think she was listening. I think she was talking to someone in the house based on the way the shot was. Yeah, she was. Her mouth was moving, and she wasn't looking.
Talking to somebody in the bedroom in the window.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't know. I felt like that one shot where like they were sitting. It was like the second or third shot they showed. She was sitting at the kitchen table. And Flora and Nicole were sitting outside and they said something and she kind of turned her head sideways and just smiled and like shook her head. It just felt to me like she was listening. So I don't know. I could be wrong.
Could be editing, could not be. We don't know.
Absolutely. It could be. It definitely could be editing.
I think the part that pissed me off most about this portion is fucking Nicole sitting there calling Cara a fucking clown when Nicole has no fucking clue what's going on, has to get all her information from Flora. That's what I didn't like about this conversation. I loved everything Flora had to say, and Flora didn't tell one fucking lie the whole time.
Nope.
But
I love Flora. I don't like Nicole, but I will say I did laugh at that comment.
I laughed. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but I just don't like Nicole. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised you understood the comment.
It's because I had subtitles on.
No, I definitely laughed at it, but yeah, I was like, Nicole, come on, bruh. Really? Like, who's the clown in this fucking season? Because look at the way that you're behaving with Laurel. Like, you look like a girl.
You might be a clown for another reason.
Just put your fucking clown mask on and go fucking do the walk of shame, because this is ridiculous. Like, look, Cara might be hypocritical, but you're the fucking clown here. Like, you look stupid as shit, bro. That's all I really like. I just really don't like Nicole. I don't know why. Can I say that? Is that okay to say?
Why? I've said it all night.
I don't know.
It's up to you. If you want to take it out, you can. You edit this.
I got like, so we put that post up on our Instagram, right? Where like, because I was like, ooh, blah, 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 how you guys feeling about episode 6? And somebody was like, la, 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 about Laurel and Nicole. And I was like, Whoop. I got so many messages from people that were like, man, I feel for Laurel, but I just can't fucking stand Nicole. And I'm like, bro, same.
Me too.
I can't stand it. And look, I think, Tony, you were saying earlier, like, just like her as a competitor. I love her as a competitor. I like watching her compete. She kicked ass on this daily. It was cool to watch her win with Ace. But just like,
it's the personal stuff.
As a person, bro.
It's just the way she talks.
It's not even just
but
that.
Also, okay, it is the way she talks though, because last episode she just said we gotta set boundaries, and then this episode, where did those boundaries go? Take your pants off. Did this happen? I'm confused. The conversation from earlier, was that filmed before this episode and they inserted it here? Like, did we forget we had that talk? I'm confused.
To be honest, it didn't really seem like Laurel was going to take no for an answer when she got that talk.
Yeah.
She was like, that's not genuine. And she's like, and also there's more than one clown nose. And it really makes me want to pull this off and put it on my nose.
Yes.
But just saying.
Who else is clown this episode?
Well, Laurel? To be honest, I feel like in this situation, yeah. Like, she's sitting there telling everybody how horrible Nicole is. And then she's like, fucking her? I don't know. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, I was a dumbass once too and in love, but like.
That's the dumbass thing to me. Like, why the fuck are you going to go into a sauna for 3 hours?
Right.
That's uncomfortable.
I feel, that first of all, what?
How are you break her own heart?
You know that feeling when your fingers get like all the what do you call them? Like the little.
They like fall asleep.
Yes, tingly. Right. And they get like the little pear pruny like thing on them. And that tingly feeling they get. How the fuck do you deal with that for 3 goddamn hours? Don't rub your eyes at me, because you know exactly what I'm talking about. That feeling is so fucked up. Is it not?
I'm just wondering how she got that feeling.
Fuck you.
Maybe the sauna wasn't on.
It shouldn't have been on, because that's not safe.
Anyways, getting back to it, after the post on Limbs, like we were talking about, Flora and Nicole are having a conversation that highly involves Cara, because Flora is telling Nicole how Cara basically kind of manipulated and ran the nominations. Now, what's not shown here is that Flora and Nicole come to a deal that if Nicole decides to go in, she's going to save Jasmine.
Why was this deal not shown?
Yeah.
Because this would have made, first of all, I just want to say, I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but the whole elimination thing, I was so confused on why that decision was made because of certain things that you then said to Veronica, right? Once you went down there. So now this makes sense to know that Flora and Jasmine were trying to make a deal with Nicole to get Jasmine. What?
All the light bulbs.
What? Yeah. What? And so it's talked about more, and I'll get into that. But so TJ, they all get in the elimination. TJ explains it's going to be called Rope Rumble. And then fucking back with the guy who used to do the fucking stats for
Rope Rumble.
The World Challenge.
Are you ready for the Rope Rumble?
Karma, Maria, and Rope Rumble. And what was that? Take a seat was the daily? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Take a seat.
Wow.
How generic.
But I like that TJ asked what made it happen where we're getting Veronica and Jasmine 2-star holders. And I just think this was Cara's worst move of the game is that she explained why this happened basically said, like, I've got to protect my star and I want to keep Cam out. Like, why not just shut the fuck up?
Why?
Yeah, I was so surprised.
No, and I think it was a fucking dagger, right?
Absolutely.
She wanted Cam to know I fucking blocked you on purpose.
Yeah, but it's also a target.
Oh, it's amazing. But that's the thing you have to think about. And again, I just want to start this off by saying I'm not coming down on Cara. This is just how I see it.
Oh no, I think this was a stupid fucking move by Cara.
Cara has been making moves based on emotion. They are not strategical moves. She makes them based off emotion because if you think about it, she gave Jasmine that star. Didn't think about the repercussions, the long-term events of what giving Jasmine.
Didn't think about it until this episode,
right? And then it's kind of the same. Like to me, it feels like she's looking at this more as, "Ooh, I'm going to get my revenge," rather than I'm going to play this strategically. And that for me is it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, because you're so as strictly just being Cara Maria.
You play this game for so long, too. Like, what is you doing?
And then you're so in shape. You're so, like, trained and dialed in right now at this point in your life. You are fucking set up to win this damn season. Sit down. Quiet. Shut the fuck up. Quiet. Stop drawing so much attention to yourself. A little bit, make people be like CT. Where's the meme with the tree?
Look,
you know what I mean?
Veronica.
Like, CT knows how to like hide behind that tree a little bit for the first little while, right? So that he doesn't draw too much attention to the fact that one of the best fucking players in the game is here. You don't want people to think you're the best player in the game, as much as that helps your ego. But I feel like Cara wants people to know she's the best in the game.
Well, she's been gone for a while, so she's trying to make a splash. But
and that's fair. Yeah.
I think Veronica perfectly summed this up, and this is my quote of the night: she tells Cara, she's telling TJ that she thinks it was a stupid move, but not everyone has high IQs, and TJ fucking busts up laughing. I fucking died on that one.
TJ laughing at that joke literally gave me life.
That was my line of the night.
So
I love him. Can we just TJ's the best.
Say it again.
TJ's the best. I love him.
What'd you guys think of the actual elimination? Because I was hoping that it would have been like where they actually had to pull the rope across, kind of similar to like what Devon had to do against D.
Why did they not? I think they had the option.
Yeah, like it should have been more spread out rather than just a pile in the middle.
Yeah, agreed. I think it just made it anticlimactic.
Yeah, it made it too easy.
Yeah,
because you literally I wouldn't have had a problem with it if it was like the plank, right? Was like 5 fucking feet wide. If it was 5 wheat fried, I would not have a problem. you picked me. If it was 5 wheat fried, I would not have a problem.
5 feet wide.
But it was literally 5 winches eyed, and I did have a problem.
How are you even doing this?
What the fuck is going on? Are you having a stroke?
Oh, I'm doing it
Oh, you're doing it on purpose.
I'm doing it on purpose.
Oh, okay.
She was keeping it going.
Winches 5 inches wide and feet wide. Yeah. Anyway, I was trying to be funny and you didn't catch on. Damn it.
I thought you were trying to say kilometers or some shit.
No, I'm so sorry. I don't know Canadian/European measurements. I am very American. I'm very American. So Tony's working on teaching us, though. You know, he's trying to educate us.
One day I'll understand.
It's a process. It is a process.
Yeah, we're just stupid as Americans.
Hey, look, Tony, we haven't
5 snowmen wide.
We haven't gotten it in 2.5 years. We're not fucking getting it, bro.
I mean, at the very least, Corrina occasionally asks me whether or not we really do that with maple syrup when it comes to snow.
I still cannot believe it. I'm sorry.
I'm just at the point, if it involves maple syrup in Canada, I assume you guys fucking do it.
Can you do it this winter and send us a video of you doing it?
Just for you guys.
You better. Yes, please. That would be amazing.
I wonder if Drake does that.
Why does it work there but not other places?
Because it's so cold.
Because we do it here.
Or you.
But
could
we do it here?
Well, we can do it wherever we want.
I mean, in theory.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have maple trees, but
you can get maple syrup from the store.
It's not. We don't actually get real maple syrup. It's like
high
fructose corn syrup.
None at all.
No,
it's got maple flavoring added.
No, like for real, I've seen like one like authentic maple syrup at this grocery store, but it was $25.99 for a little bottle like this. Like this much, like little, like 5 ounces of it. I was like, "Are you you must be high. Crack? Is that what you smoke? Because I'm not."
You could get it for cheaper, honestly.
Tony, can you bring us some maple syrup?
I'll see what I can do.
Let's see if you can make that past customs.
Ooh. Can you get that through the border?
Yeah.
Or whatever?
I'll have to put it in my checked baggage.
Yeah.
Really? Are you joking?
No,
I can get some. I'll drive it. It's fine.
Well, you need a check bag, really.
Tony's.
You can do that?
You don't.
Keep in mind, I've already sent you like maple candy.
I know, but they check our bags for fucking vegetables when we cross a state line here. So I just
what?
Yes.
Oh, that's different.
They stop you and they're like, "You got any vegetables?" So I
maple syrup's not a vegetable. You're fine.
Well, that and I mean, I just assume Tony has maple syrup always on his carry-on just in case, like all of a sudden a craving hits.
It's like it's a flask.
Yeah. Haven't you ever seen Super Troopers? All the power is driven from right here. It's the mustache and the lips.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Who wants a mustache ride?
Oh,
I do. I fucking love you guys. I needed this.
So, all right, here let's wrap up this episode because we're going on quite a while, and I know it's super late for you guys.
I definitely see where you're coming from. I think that this elimination could have been better. I feel like maybe it was. I feel like maybe it was like kind of like it was supposed to be like a recreation of like that other one that you were talking about, but kind of made for like us older folks here. Who can't lift and move that much no more. Yeah. So fair, but it just felt super quick to me. I almost feel like there should have been multiple rounds, like best out of 3, right?
Yeah,
I agree. Yes, yeah.
There might have been.
Yeah, who knows? There might have been.
Yeah, that's true.
Tony, don't fuck with me like that. What? No.
Every elimination, they seem to have multiple rounds, and we only see a portion.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you just blew my mind. That's fucked up. I'm going to be so mad if I find out that there were multiple rounds and we didn't see them.
I think Ace was the smartest person this episode by knowing that he wasn't going to go in against Kefla or Steve in this.
He was so funny with TJ. When TJ, whatever he said, he's like, I wish I wrote his quote down. I'm sorry, I'm failing right now. He was so funny though. Go back and watch the episode.
Oh, it's all good. I think he was like, I'm not gonna win. I don't know exactly what he says either, but pretty much like something he's not gonna win.
Outfit and like win, but he said something about winning, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, he said when you win, you kind of have to stay humble, and that's what I'm doing.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yes,
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Stats and info coming in.
All right.
So obviously, TJ gives the offer to Nicole, and Nicole decides that this is her fucking elimination. And she's going to go down there, and she picks Jasmine to replace. So she's going to go against Veronica. And then Veronica goes down there and works her fucking magic. And I forget who said it, but it
wasn't
Derek, yeah, he's like, this is why Veronica's a fucking legend. And he's not wrong.
Literally.
But I don't know, honestly, because to me, it wasn't even like Veronica working her magic. I feel like Nicole got worked.
I feel like
Nicole got worked because she walked down there and she goes, sorry, I know you're working with Cara. And Veronica was like, are you fucking stupid? I'm not working with Cara.
She can't stand Cara.
Like, first of all, Veronica does not like Cara.
No.
Okay? If you don't know that, then you're not paying attention.
She made that very clear multiple times this episode.
But here's my thing is that both of those girls, like, how... This is what upset me about the elimination. And first of all, I didn't like that Nicole was able to change her mind.
Didn't like that.
Yeah, that was weird.
Has that ever happened before?
No.
Has anybody asked?
They've tried to, but it hasn't been like
allowed.
Yeah, Olivia tried to do it last season and it got turned down.
But that was like in deliberation when she fucked it up.
Yeah, I didn't like that Nicole was able to last minute change her decision. And I didn't like that she kind of based this off of, well, who's working with Cara? Because neither of these bitches are working with Cara.
No.
Jasmine, in fact, honestly, you're almost better keeping Jasmine in the game because she is actively after Cara. Whereas Veronica just doesn't like Cara, but she's not actively targeting her. But Jasmine is actively targeting Cara.
Veronica was look, you can say what you want about Veronica on her competitive aspect, but in a social strategic situation like this, she smoked it because she dropped the one theme that knew Nicole was going to latch onto, which is you can ask Laurel.
Yeah. Yep. That was gangster.
That was what it was right there. She said Laurel and Nicole's like, oh, okay.
Also, we didn't talk about it, but when Veronica literally called Cara an energy vampire earlier in the episode, and I was just like,
an energy vampire.
She said she sucks all the energy out of the room. She is an energy vampire. And I was just like,
I'm sorry, I can't. I'm laughing because I just thought about that meme about the vampire and the garlic I sent you. I'll send it into chat here in a bit.
Just gonna post it right here.
It's rough, but anyways,
it is pretty rough.
Look, so Nicole asked TJ if she can switch after Veronica drops Laurel's name. TJ says yeah. She decides she's going to save Veronica, go after Jasmine. Look,
what was this corny ass fucking transition? Come on, TJ. I'm disappointed. Why would you take part in that?
Oh my God. Yeah.
I laughed at TJ's reaction to it.
Yeah.
Why would you take part in that?
TJ was what absolutely sold the nonsense.
I'm just going to say that was Nicole's idea.
I'm sorry.
It was so bad.
I'm sorry, but you are TJ motherfucking Lavin. You could have said, no, I'm not doing that dumb shit. Like, what?
Immediately no.
Immediate jail.
That's All Stars. You're having fun.
Immediate jail. Yeah. I'm sorry, TJ. Immediate jail for that one. I love you, and you're still the best thing that has probably ever happened to this show, but immediate fucking jail, at least one night, okay? Holder. What was that?
So, I have a question for you guys. If Kefla wasn't injured, do you think he beats Steve?
Yeah.
I think with his weight on Steve, yeah.
Yeah,
see,
I do.
Even when he was on his way out of the elimination, he was still rubbing his leg.
Yeah.
Was he? Oh, I didn't even notice. Poor guy.
I just feel like this played to Steve's strength so much with his wrestling background.
With the wrestling, yeah, but with how much weight he had on him, I don't know.
He's got a wrestling background?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand why they weren't pulling with their hands. And why they were literally just scooting it on the ground.
Yeah, I get it for Kefla because of his hamstring. He's really limited on his functionality and being able to put his weight behind it. But that probably would have been more tiring. But is grab that middle part of the rope and just start pulling it out of as far out of the ring as you can. And make Steve fight you against your weight.
That's fair.
Like, I wonder, no one really unraveled it.
No, it just stayed in one big bunch.
I don't think it was supposed to be unraveled, honestly.
It wasn't, but I'm just surprised they didn't to try to like break up the weight of it because they said the rope was so heavy.
Yeah, because Kefla said it was like 200 plus.
It was it was really heavy. I imagine that rope being very similar to the one that they used in like the not so fast, right? With DT Darrell.
Probably the same exact ropes.
I imagine it being the exact same rope.
Still
to be 100%.
Sweat. Yeah.
Smells like CT, you know? That's what
smells like Teen Spirit.
It smells like fucking Marlboros and fucking championships.
And sweat.
That's right.
It's championships. No, he said championships. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. He is pulling the little girlish out of me.
Like I know
Smell all those championships, baby.
Smell those championships. Is that a Marlboro bread? Okay, cool.
Team CT. If you haven't fucking noticed it, right there.
Right there. Zoom in on it.
Right there. Right there.
Alexis, do it.
Look, watch.
The weird thing is if you really pay attention, every time we press that button, Goku does an instant transmission.
What? Are you really setting me up? I have to do that?
No.
Because I could.
No, but I'm going to make I was going to make the viewers fucking try to pay attention, but not now. You ruined it.
I'll cut it. That's why I waited a few
There was a ruse happening and you ruined it. All right.
I ruined a lot of stuff. It's fine.
We wasted the good surprise on you.
We wasted the good surprise on you. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway,
so Steve ends up beating Kefla.
I did honestly think Kefla was going to win. I was like, if he wasn't injured, I knew that Steve was going to take. But can I just say,
it was quick though, from what we saw in the edit.
It was very quick. I wish they would have done multiple rounds. But can I just say, this means we're going to get another funny recap next week.
Oh
yes! Yay! I didn't even think about that.
You don't know that. You don't know that. We might get Nicole's fucking recap.
Oh my God! Please don't.
Oh, they probably will.
No.
Didn't they do a tag team one the last time?
No, because Rachel and Kefla kind of did the beginning, and then Rachel just did the whole thing. So I'm hoping it's the opposite, and the guy does it this time. Because I don't want to listen to Nicole. Knock on wood.
Oh my God.
Rick won't be able to understand whatever she's saying.
I'll mute it.
I'm already cracking up because they're going to use the opportunity to make her talk a lot so everybody can talk about her voice.
It's going to be nothing but words that end in AR too.
She's going to be like, yeah, we went back to the... I can't even do it.
I know these elimination rounds were so fucking fast. It's honestly hard to even have anything to say about them, but really quick. Shine on, shine. Like, how great was that song for Kefla and Steve?
Yeah. It was beautiful.
I loved it. And then Get Up by Ciara for the girls.
It was good.
Get up. I don't know the words to that song, literally.
Lasted longer than the fucking eliminations did.
It did.
Yeah. But it was good. It was good. It was a nice edit that I did not like. I liked the elimination wasn't terrible, the base idea of it. Wish they would have adjusted a couple of things. Wish they would have at least done either multiple rounds or had like a much wider plank instead of like something you only have to move the rope like 2 fucking inches and then you win. Like that's just what? But I liked the idea of it.
It was generally a good idea.
Yeah.
And obviously Nicole smoked Jasmine. It was pretty quick.
It wasn't even close.
Were you guys surprised that Ace gave the star to, Steve gave it to Ace instead of Adam?
Not really, but I don't know why.
After his confessional, I was not.
I don't think I understand why he didn't.
After his confessional, I was not shocked that he gave it to Ace, but if I hadn't have heard Steve's confessional, I would have been like, what?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. I feel like he should have given it to Adam because Adam would have done.
Oh, 100%. He should have given it to Adam. Yeah. But I see why he gave it to Ace. I think that he felt if he gave it to Adam, that it would be targeted and taken away fairly quickly yet again. I feel like he thought that if he gave it to Ace, it would be a little bit safer there. I think
sort of like a Jasmine situation.
Yeah, I think I'm sorry, not Jasmine. What's his name? Steve. I think Steve. I'm sorry.
They're the same height. I can see how you would make the confusion.
It's so easy to confuse them.
It's the hair. It's the hair,
right?
Long hair.
I think Steve's like dream, his idea for the final is him, Adam, Ace. I think that's how 100%. He kind of sees it. And so he was like, if I give it to Ace, a lot of people aren't going to target Ace because a lot of people like Ace. So they're not going to target that star. They're going to target Leroy's. So let's target Leroy's and then we'll take Leroy's and give it to Adam. So I see his approach to this, but I don't know if it's going to work out the way that he is envisioning it.
Well, I guess I can see that. That does make sense. To me, you give it to Adam and then you tell Ace, you got to go get your own fucking star. You know what I mean? But I get it. I see what he's doing.
Yeah. Plus Ace won the daily. Yeah. So, I mean, I get, and like Steve to me seems like one of those people who's like, fair, like, let's play fair. Like, let's play even, and so I could see him giving it to Ace over Adam because Ace won this daily. And so him seeing him as being like deserving and he's been performing really well. Not that Adam hasn't, because Adam has been amazing, but
Ace, he said Ace still also hadn't voted for him. So
the first elimination when everyone else did.
Yeah, that's very true.
So, and then obviously Nicole beating Jasmine means that she wins her R. So there's that. I finally got my R.
I'm so sad. Jasmine's just so entertaining. Dude, so many of my lines are from her. Like, why?
I really wish we had more of like Jasmine and Tyree on the season together. I just wanted to see it be fun.
I wanted to see them either hook up or fight. One of the two. I didn't care which one, but I needed one of them and I didn't get either. And I'm very sad.
If we hadn't already been on for 3.5 or coming up on 3 hours and 15 minutes,
I'm going to hate my fucking self this weekend. I just want to say that.
I would go into my whole theory on Tyree and Jasmine that has no bearing in reality, but something that, anyways.
Put that on my pin board.
So our star holders now is Cara, Veronica.
You mean our R holders?
Our R holders?
Only for Nicole. She has the R.
So star holder.
Yeah. And then Steve, Ace, and Leroy.
And then our R holder is Nicole.
And then we get into the next time on, and we got a little preview. It looks like Brad and Avery are going to get into it.
And it's trivia.
And look, I'm going to take
trivia, baby.
Look, I'm going to take Avery in that one.
Avery versus Brad. I'm taking Avery.
Yeah, I've seen her throw hands.
Yeah,
taking Avery and her dog.
Brad's been doing terrible this season.
I love Brad, but
I'm taking
Avery too. Also, Avery's sweatshirt in elimination. Did anyone notice?
No, what was it?
Yeah, it was her dog.
No way.
Aww. Yes.
It was like a massive photo of her dog.
I didn't even notice that, and I just brought up her dog. I said I would take Avery and her dog.
We are actually kidding you. Katie and I worked this out beforehand.
Yeah, we sure did.
You guys are like Drake feeding false information.
Oh my God. Just call me Kata. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't call me that. Because I cannot measure up. Okay.
But yes, we do have never mind. We do have trivia next week.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And look, it's going to be glorious, especially when the previews Cara getting flung right off top.
It's real trivia this time. It's not real like trivia. Season 39.
Real challenge trivia.
Yeah, it's not like that weak 38. Shit. Yeah, that weak shit they did on 38 or 39. Yeah. It's going to be a real trivia where they're up, like in the air, fucking TJ asking them questions, and then just, hi, bitch.
Yeah.
I love it. Yes, I love it. I'm here for all of the energy of trivia.
All right.
I am so fucking excited.
With that being said, let's go and wrap this up. Guys, who's your MVPs for this episode?
Cara.
Ooh.
Motherfucking Cara. And I'm not even happy with how she played it, but she's the only fucking one who played this game this episode. And I know I went in on her earlier, but I'm still giving her my fucking MVP. Because look, no, listen, I might not like the moves that she made, but but she made it fucking work.
She did it.
She got what she wanted. She's gotten Brandon out and Jasmine out. The two people who the only people she has not been able to actually get out who voted for her is Cam and Leroy so far. So you know what?
She blocked Cam too.
She did. So look, she blocked Cam. So look, I may not like the way somebody goes about something, but I can still appreciate what they were able to accomplish, right? So fucking MVP to Cara, 100%. There's no guy MVP in my opinion. Well, I mean,
I think I have one.
I have one as well, and you can potentially co-sign.
I want to hear you guys' guy.
I'm going Derek.
So am I.
I feel like Derek should I know he didn't win today, but he just performed so well, and I feel like he has just been proving himself to everybody.
I like that a lot.
Over and over. So he's getting mine.
I like that a lot.
For his gazelle running.
Yep. Not to be confused with the fucking giraffes. My MVP for men, Derek, honorable mention Jay.
Okay.
Because Jay is absolutely performing this season. And if you looked at the run where they were going across the field, Jay was matching pace with Derek as well. And then Cara is my female MVP.
Yeah.
Same reason. Like, it might not be the prettiest moves, but she made the moves that got the end result that she wanted.
Thank you. And that's a perfect way to say it, Tony. And I know that we kind of got into it a little bit when I was going off on Cara, but I just didn't like the moves, but I appreciate the overall, like, what happened, right? The overall, I didn't like how you get there, but I liked the end result. I guess is kind of like what I was saying in that moment. But no, I love that about Derek. And yeah, I think I'm gonna back you guys. I think I'm gonna jump on board with that one with Derek for the male MVP.
Who you got, Alexis?
Honestly, I'm going with both of them, but also an honorable mention to Veronica for speaking up at the time when it counted, because I feel like just in this All-Star season, everybody's just a lot more vocal. Everyone's just saying what they want. And
they've got nothing to lose.
I know. I love it. I literally love it. And I feel like it's making a difference. And it did for her.
It's like the old seasons. Honestly, like if you go back and you watch the first like maybe 4 or 5 through like 15, that's how they all are. Like they are vicious with their words. They speak up. They're not afraid. Yeah.
And I feel like they never had the secret voting back then. Everyone was putting their cards in front of people being like, yeah, I want you to go in.
And they're not worried about getting callbacks.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of them, they would just literally sit on the couch and just shout out votes. Like it wasn't a hidden secret thing. It wasn't anything like that. So no, I love that. And also just really quick before we move on to your MVPs, I just want to throw, because I know you're not going to do it and nobody else has done it so far. So just an honorable mention to Nicole. We may not like you so much, but you did do what you needed to do to get your star. So
Josh, who you got?
Nicole.
Oh, see, damn it. I was sure you weren't going to do Nicole. I was sure you were going to do Cara. I was sure you were going to do Cara.
I'm doing Nicole. Isn't Nicole the first one to actually step down there and earn the star?
Yes.
So, I mean, I got it. Plus, winning the daily. So, hands down, Nicole. Thanks, Corrina.
I'm so sorry. I'm such a dick.
Okay.
I literally was like, I was thinking in my head, I was like, if Tony does not give it to Nicole, that's the only person who would possibly give it to Nicole on this team.
She was my honorable mention, but I didn't want to get in a fight with Corrina again, so I was like, she's fine.
I'm sorry, Josh. I'm so sorry. You're the last person I would have thought would give it to Nicole. I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, major shots. Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, I got to give it to Derek because, dude, I'm a big fan of him. In life as well as the show.
I love him so much. He's legit such a good person.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Cara for my MVP for the women.
Nice.
Honorable mention for Veronica for
there you go.
Saving her ass at the last second.
Yeah.
MVP for the men is Steve, to go from losing to Tech in a physical comp to going 2-0 in the next season he's on is impressive.
Nice.
Honorable mention, Bulgarian bag.
Oh my God. The Bulgarian bag that nobody wanted.
Yep, that's my honorable mention.
Next time Josh is on, he's actually going to have his own that he made out of duct tape and zip ties.
Can I just say this? Look, can we just get instructions on how to make? Because I could see me
Steve.
just doing that shit like while I'm just like chilling at home. Like that would be an easy workout.
You are so accident prone. No.
I was going to say, Rick's going to come home after work and there's going to be holes in the wall.
Yeah.
The TV is going to be broken.
I can see you listening to Guilty as Sin. Just
what if he's written mine on my upper thigh, only in my mind? Or Black Dog. Screaming. Yeah, nah, for real. I literally,
Amish Paradise.
But for real, I would use the shit out of something like that. I would use the shit out of something like
just go grab the kid's fucking backpack.
Leroy and Cara wanted.
If you want extra weight, don't remove the kid.
Yeah.
Leroy and Cara wanted nothing to do with that thing. You know what, Steve? I'm coming for your Bulgarian bag, okay?
Oh my God. You probably shouldn't say that out loud.
You should clip that one.
Yeah. We'll tag Steve in that.
I'm coming for, you know what? This is just going to keep getting bad. This is just going to keep getting worse.
For myself, Ricky Hayes, my beautiful but confused wife, Corrina Hayes.
And drunk.
Yeah. Tony, Stats and Info Lance, Alexis, Tex Rawson, Katie, Bad Blood.
I think Rick's
Josh,
buzzed.
motherfucking Chambers. Thank you for joining us on this 3-hour adventure that's going to get cut down to about 2.5. We hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we argued about it. So, with that being said, if you guys have enjoyed this episode or anything else, make sure you hit download on Spotify, Apple, wherever you hear us, because it actually means a lot to us and we really would appreciate it. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, like the video, maybe share it with some friends. If you didn't like any of this, hit us up on Instagram at Biodomer, and we'll make sure we get right back to you right away. So once again, for all of us at the Challenge Fandom Podcast, be good to each other. Good night.
Later.
Bye.
Goodbye.